Fuck this.
Bro, what's wrong with you? Don't look at it, bro. I'm not. I can't even read that fucking writing. I think it's in Korean. 안녕하세요.
Is that the start of the podcast?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, that's not.
Start like that.
안녕하세요 to all our Korean listeners who listen because of Rash. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Suited and Booted. To my left,
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. Me, I'm Drogba.
Number 10.
And to his right,
CFO.
welcome
GD.
back, Gav.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Appreciate it.
Welcome back.
I missed the boys. I needed the boys.
Yeah, the boys.
You're gone for a week, bro.
It was just a scheduling thing. Gav's all good. It was just a scheduling thing. Around this time of year, it gets pretty busy. Guys, we're going to be all over the place today. I can't lie. So just kick it with us.
Well, what's new?
Yeah. I don't really need to say that, do I?
Yeah.
You guys are going to be on, a lot of you will be on holidays and stuff. Grab your favourite Vice and just, listen in, tune in. We got a lot to.
Depends what the vice is.
Oh, it could be KFC.
Bro, it's like we're playing away in Perth at the moment, bro. It's hot in here.
Yeah.
So hot, isn't
This
it?
isn't
The
a
weather.
way. This is a way.
It's
day,
currently
bro.
38 degrees.
It's outside's hot.
Yeah, and then people wonder why no one goes to A-League games. Anyway, where should we even start, man? So much happening. Up the Chelsea this morning. Well done to United as well for winning the derby.
Yeah.
That
How
was
dare you?
unbelievable.
How dare you go up the Chelsea before we just knock down Pep for the 11th game in a row?
Yeah, but we're right up Liverpool's
Ahmed
arse.
Diallo, bro, playing out of his skin.
He did, but then he missed. He made up for that howler he missed. So I respect it.
Yeah, he's
And he easily, with that over the head one, he easily could have miskicked that.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Ain't it interesting though about Amarim leaving out two players because he was watching how they were eating, how they were dressing, how they were training?
Was that it? Was
And
that
it just
right?
happened to be Rashford and Garnacho,
Really?
Was
two
it?
biggest out of the squad, just for little minor details in training. He goes, they were the 17th and 18th best trainers.
Wow.
He goes, I was with them this morning watching him train on game day. They train great, but he goes, I watch everything, and then we won.
Wow, that's cool.
I like that.
Fucking great.
That's cool,
And he said
man.
it too.
Rashford will leave at the end of the season. And there's Rashford will leave, and there's going to be this sad video, and everyone's going to get emotional.
Yeah, but
That's what's going to
how
happen.
much more can we?
Yeah.
Yeah, United's at that stage where they just need to let go.
Like it's
It's
maybe
their time.
better for him too.
Can I want to clap up my boys though. We're steaming. Like we're right there. We're not in a title race.
Can you Are you
We're steaming, man.
are
I'm
you
fucking
surprised?
happy. Yeah, because
Why you spent $1 billion?
we also sold 900 million worth of players.
You still spent $1 billion
Yeah, that's fine.
and bought all the best young players in the world.
Okay, then so you tell me, does spending money equate to success?
It should do.
No, but that's football. It
A
doesn't.
lot of the time it does. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
It absolutely should do.
No, it doesn't.
Well, obviously,
I think it's all circumstantial.
Obviously, Man U is a
Nottingham Forest bought 23 players, and they were in a relegation battle. I don't think that
now
it's
they're almost in Champions League.
Nah, they're shit.
They're sitting
They're
fifth.
shit. Yeah, and who's their best player? Chris Wood.
Yeah, shout across the ditch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, okay, obviously you're going to spend
No, I'm
money.
being a bit critical there, but
Yeah, I know. Look, we spend money. We've always spent money.
Seriously, all jokes aside, if Cole Palmer gets injured, you're done.
No, we're not.
But the thing
We have the best midfielder in the Premier
The
League.
thing that people forget about Chelsea is they're the youngest team in the Premier League. They got the youngest squad in the Premier League, and they're second. So, if not this year, if not next,
I know what you mean, Rash.
it's going to be an avalanche of Chelsea at some point.
But Cole Palmer hasn't even been our best player this year.
Caicedo?
I think Caicedo and Cucurella are.
Yeah.
I can't put into words how much those two they're unbelievable. Like
Yeah,
people.
but bro, influencing games. Come on, man. It's not about.
Oh, yeah,
like,
goal
being a-
involvements.
Well, yeah,
Numbers are
that's
crazy, bro.
different. He's been amazing, obviously, but I would say Caicedo is dropping 8s every game. Like it's actually unbelievable. He's like Kante. It's like I'm fucking. I had to put the Toby Parker meme where
How much did they buy him for?
a lot,
How much is
80.
100?
I was 100, but in saying that last year everyone's like, oh, waste of money. Fuck you.
Anyone who ever watched Brighton play, they knew that wasn't a waste.
Look, we spent money, but then again, Nicholas Jackson was 15 million. Like.
Even he's playing fucking.
He's playing out of his skin. And he plays shit and he still scores. Anyway, enough on Chelsea. I know you guys are getting pissed off.
No, I don't mind talking it.
What do we think of City?
Man, what the hell's going on there? What the
Yeah.
fuck is going on?
I don't know, bro.
I actually think he's lost his head.
Well, I was actually watching the United game, and I feel like, now this is obviously, I have a bias because I'm a defensive midfielder, but it looked like if I was to watch back every single one of those opportunities for United, and I was the defensive midfielder, I would look at myself as being to blame.
Really?
Every goal or goal opportunity comes from, there's issues with the defensive midfield. So, for example, I think the first opportunity, you've got Gundogan doesn't press the ball, and they play him behind. Then there's another situation where the back four are all out of whack because you've got 3 Man City players marking one kind of a more defensive midfielder of United's, which means there's 2 strikers of United. One drops into that sort of defensive midfielder spot, and the centre back comes out, and that's where the ball goes in behind. I think it was Diallo scored at the end. Yeah. Diallo scored.
And I think even with Pep, you can't get rid of him because he knows he's got another contract. And what he did with Liverpool was so funny when he done the 6, you know?
Yeah, good.
He's just in there point. And what's he going to do? You know, he's losing games, but it's still all right.
I think with Gundogan, sometimes you just got to leave legacies and let it be, man. He didn't have to go back to City. I don't know what happened with him at Barca or whatever, but sometimes people, it's almost like they try too hard to regain what they had. You've won everything. Just leave and just fucking enjoy it.
Even that, bro. The one where Doku loses the ball, Gundogan's ahead of the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
every time there's an issue there.
I think there's 3 reasons. Rodri.
Yeah.
Man City played last season. They played 80 games. Then to the Euros. So they're fucked. Their squad was tired. I think we're seeing that. They play way too many games at the top level, the top teams. And then the third one is I don't reckon people are realizing now the court hearing's done, the 115 charges. There's gonna be a decision in March. Unless Man City appeal, that'll prolong it. But in March, we may know that Man City's got to go down to League 1 or League 2.
But what's that got to do with the current squad?
Well, I just think
just
naturally,
be affecting them mentally.
Yeah, potentially that's probably the least of the ones that I've said.
Yeah,
but it could well be playing a thing because it's very abnormal what's happening.
Dude, Nunes has been stinking it up. Did you see what he did?
Yeah, he cost them.
Nah,
even Edison.
God, bro.
But then
that would be hard to swallow, mate. He's not going to sleep for 4 days.
Diallo's done that a few times to people where he smartly just gets the body, and Palmer does it well as well.
Yeah,
just twists at the last second.
Palmer does it so
the body's there, and it just lets a train hit you.
Yeah. I think they'll be fine, right? And it's crazy because they're only is it 6 points off?
Yeah, which
is unbelievable after after not winning in 11 games to be 6 points off the top is unfucking believable.
How many more games until you rule them out?
I think
have you ruled them out already?
Nah.
Yeah.
You never. You'd be stupid. You'd be stupid too.
Yeah,
right. You'd be absolutely.
As soon as you do, they'll come back.
Bro, they could go.
Always come back.
They could go buy people in January if they need. But
no, can they?
Can they not?
They've been charged for spending.
I know, but they haven't been.
I don't know. If they can, they better. But otherwise, I don't think they can.
Well, the City fans that I follow on Twitter have been saying Grealish, Walker, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva. Who else did they say? Nunes all need to fuck off. They're not happy with him. Walker's probably a bit past it now, I think.
Yeah.
But again, I'd take those. Actually, would I?
Walker?
Nah, I'm not.
Good player, man.
No, I'm saying who would I take at Chelsea right now? Who would knock out a starting 11 player out of those guys? I don't know.
Oh, true. That's good.
I don't know because I'm actually happy all over. Rob Sanchez is bro. Tell your cousin, right? Big up fucking Rob Sanchez this morning. He's had a hard couple of months, but he fucking played amazing this morning.
But you know what? City win the next 4 games. Chelsea lose the next 4. You'd be changing your tune. You'd be like, I'm not happy with this guy. I'm not happy with this guy. He's been playing shit the whole season.
No shit, I'm a football fan. They all do it. Yeah, I agree with you.
Wait, do you want to send my cousin a video of you now, just asking for him to get you a video from Rob Sanchez?
I feel like that's begging.
I've already done it. And he said, bro, I can get it done. Just give me some time, yeah? Like, he's fucking...
Yeah, just leave him, man.
No. Let's do it now.
All right.
Okay, come on.
Is it
Because
Lewis?
if we do it on the pod and we get it and we
Is
show
it
it on
Lewis?
the pod... Yeah, it's Lewis.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm going to film you.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Lewis, what's up, man? We're actually live on air right now. And I was just bigging up Rob Sanchez because he played fucking amazing this morning. So if you can get anything for me, man, a jersey or a little message or whatever, hit Big Rob up for me. Love.
All right, come on, bro. What are you doing, cuz? Let's get it.
Grown. I'm 29.
Let's get off England, eh?
Yeah, fucking.
Fuck England, man.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
shit
Hey,
country,
get
dude.
off it, man.
All right. Another big weekend in the A-League. And I just want to preface this by saying, sometimes I sit at home and I think, man, we shit on the A-League a lot. Not on purpose, but we point out negative things every week.
Do we?
Us or...
I would say we do, but we do it fairly.
Okay.
I feel like there is justified cause for what we say. Where we'll never come out and say, "Oh, this player's shit. That team's fucking dog." Like whatever. It's,
Except the Wellington fans.
well, yeah, but they piss me off. But anyway,
Yeah.
shout out.
I'm glad
shout
my
out.
Jets are
Wellington
back.
fans were good that weekend.
4-0.
You guys just didn't like it
It's
because the boss said, "Yeah, well, I'm the boss,"
Yeah,
that's why you didn't like it because of one.
That was
sentence.
Jerome's reason. I don't even know why I don't like him.
They had the best interstate fan
Rash.
base there.
Anyway, I'm not going to throw Rash under the bus. It was my idea. Yeah, fuck it. It was me. I'll take the brunt. Few things. Brisbane Raw decided to basically waste time for a whole half this weekend in their game. And there is footage of their gaffer, Ruben Zadkovic, telling the players to waste time. People on Twitter lost their minds. They're like, no wonder why people aren't watching the league. I'm trying not to swear. No wonder why no one's in the stadium. No wonder why people are laughing when this is going on. Teams playing for a point, but like not in the last 5 minutes, the whole half, they're saying. How do you guys feel about a team who is struggling really bad, like Brisbane Roar are, and doing these types of things when they should be really going for the win?
I don't like it,
Yeah.
and that's never been my nature. I don't like it at all. But in saying that, it's not unique to the A-League or Australia. Like, there's plenty of countries around the world that have been doing that since football has started. That from the whole half, they will waste time. If they need a point, if they need 3 points.
Yeah.
That's a
I think
football
that's
thing.
just natural in football that you need to know your moments, and if you feel like you are struggling and you need the point or you need the points, you got to do everything. Take your time, the throw-ins, all those little things so important.
It's just a reflection of how poor they are.
Also depends on
They've
what
had
team
2
you're playing.
points out
You
of
know
a
what I
possible
mean?
15.
Like I've been in games when I'm playing and I'm like, oh, we might not get points here.
Yeah.
Just settle down and relax and just keep the ball a bit.
And just take whatever you can.
Yeah, take whatever you
Is
can.
that funny? Are you laughing at him or what I
You
said?
know what Jake said?
Yeah, they've got
I don't
two-
know why that was so funny.
They've got 2 points
They
out
were
of
just
their last 2 points out of their last
Fact.
15.
No, but
That's
you
why he
would-
works at Paramount. Dude. He knows the facts.
I'd be on the ground too with my hands.
Would you? Because I think
I'd be
the reason
two-footing
I don't
people.
like it is not because, one is I wouldn't try play for a point in general. I don't think I would ever do that. The other thing, I actually just think it's a poor strategy.
I agree.
Like a whole half of football to try to consolidate a result is the most dangerous, risky thing I think you can possibly do.
He just doesn't trust the team to
Now,
go after the game.
What about in juniors when you're like, ref, my laces are undone? That'd be nice.
yeah, look, little moments here and there, I think, is completely normal. I didn't actually watch the game, but I was online while it was happening, and I'm going to read through some tweets of what people said. This is from I'll say his name, and he tweeted it. Jamie Lee. This is so fucking embarrassing. I don't care if we lose every fucking game. This jersey once meant something, and now our coach tells our keeper to fake injuries to waste time while drawing. Absolute disgrace. And then someone else said, did you watch the second half of Wanderers and Brisbane? If so, you may be entitled to compensation. bro. It's. Look, I get it, but at the same time, it's not a good look, especially when you're. Do teams in the Prem? I mean,
No, I disagree with that. And not a good look. I don't.
If you've had a whole preseason with that squad and we're 8-9 games in or something, or whatever it is, 7-8 games in, and for a whole half of football that early in the season, you're trying to.
I want to
squash
debate.
time.
I want to debate what he said. I say not a good look because he's on fucking camera telling him to waste time. Like, at least be a bit more subtle about
Surely
it.
he didn't
Yeah,
know.
that's funny. That
Like,
that's what he did, bro.
I know.
He did it.
Yeah,
It's
that's what he did.
alright.
I saw it.
now, like, I
The
get
biggest
it.
shithousery going around.
Someone on Amateur Agent said, oh no, that was about Perth. Never mind. We'll get to them. But I get it. I grew up supporting Chelsea Mourinho. I get it. Like,
Shithousery.
yeah, I literally Chelsea has been under him. We
He's
were
a
the
bit more
shit.
subtle though. Mourinho.
He's a bit more subtle, and it's like maybe say it pre-game. Like,
But that's the thing. I'm a proponent for managing a game. I love that shit.
yeah,
What
but
are-
Rash.
I'm not.
For a
I don't
draw
think
and
it's
then
a
that
great
shit-
strategy to try
that's
to draw
trying to
for a whole
that's
half.
trying to end a game.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's not managing. It's drop dead
No,
everywhere.
I'm a proponent for managing the game. I think it's the wrong way to manage the game because I don't think it's a good strategy and I don't think
Okay.
it's going to get you
Fair.
the result that you want. But I'm like, am I for diving? Well, it's a grey area, man.
What is the best
like-
way? The best way to waste time.
Hold on, can I ask you? Can I ask you this? This is the question that sits at the top of everything that we're speaking about. Do we think that it's okay to cheat?
Like diving.
Wait. What
What about that clip? What
To
about that
lie,
clip?
say it's our ball when it's not our ball. To dive, to go down when you're not injured.
I think it's okay.
Is that cheating?
Well, that
I think.
Well,
like,
then
to-
it's like
if
with
the
the
ball- if
VAR
the ball's
and them
come off
not-
you, and I'm versing you and I say our ball. That to me is not cheating.
no. If the ball's
That's-
come off,
That's because it's
No,
the
if the-
referee's decision.
Yeah.
hold on. I'm saying if the ball came off you,
Oh
and then you said it's our ball, you're lying to the ref.
yeah.
So that's
It's-
probably the definition.
It's a bit. It's a bit of poor gameplay, but that's what a ref's there for.
Basically, that's my.
I'm playing the
That's
game.
my take. Nor just said, "Are you not testing the quality of the referee?" Cheating to me is. Let's put it this way, right? Is it cheating or is it asking a cheeky question?
Yeah, that's. I'm with you on that. I think diving, for instance. So what you're saying, a couple of things you said. Yeah, I would put it. That's it's illegal.
Because if the ball comes off me and I say, "Hey, ref, our ball," I don't make the rules. Like I don't define what happens in the game. I'm just asking a little cheeky question. I think it's
I think
actually
we've got to get up the definition of cheating because surely that falls within the definition of cheating.
ask
Lying to the referee. Or trying to persuade
Is
the
it
referee
cheating or is it lying?
to something. Trying to persuade the referee to make a decision that you know is incorrect. That I would
But
say
I think
is
the
surely that's
worst thing
cheating.
is when you are playing and you know it's came off them and they still give it against you. That's probably the most frustrating moment.
Good point, because Rash, football is a game, and this is why I don't want it to become too roboticized, if that's a word. But that's the beauty of your game. You get some results, you don't.
Yeah.
Like you
And what
get
about-
some calls, you don't get some calls. It's just about the overall quality. Were you better throughout the whole season? That's what's going to matter.
The worst is when you're running in a certain direction, you make a tackle and they've taken that extra touch and it's gone out in the direction of where they were going and the ref still gives it against you.
Yeah, it happens.
Okay.
You know, you can't
Act dishonestly or unfairly in order to gain an advantage. Surely that is
Yeah,
perfectly
you're right. You're right.
what you guys are
100%.
saying.
Have you not done
Fuck
that?
it.
Have you
Cheat.
not? Have you not done that before though?
I said I'm a proponent for managing the game.
Okay, so
Where is the fucking?
dude, oi,
He's a politician, bro. He's a fucking
he would have
politician.
beat Michael Tat.
He's a fuck mate.
Well,
This
what
guy
about-
led
what
the
about
league
in
in fucking
juniors?
yellow cards.
Semantics, man.
Yeah.
He's fucking he's nasty. This
I
guy.
am a proponent of managing the game. You love cheating.
Well, what about
He
in
played
juniors?
for Kevin Muscat.
He literally came on here and said we had this mad system where we used to fake the referees'
Fuck
calls.
off, bro. This
No,
guy.
but like,
What about with
No, because-
juniors?
Sorry, yeah, go.
When you'd touch the ball just outside the corner line and then you'd go, oh, no, you come take the corner. And then the other player would run over, get the ball, dribble it in, and then try and score.
That's not cheating, though.
Right?
That's not
But
cheating
then-
because technically you played the ball. That's not cheating.
Yeah.
I think Rash is talking about
Well, it's the same as
Diving.
Arteta now.
Well-
And he's doing the contact against the keeper, and everyone's blowing up about it. But he's not cheating. He's just persuading the ref that it's not a foul.
But the reason I say I'm a proponent for managing the game is because
You're a
I
fucker.
think as part of the game, we accept that cheating is part of the game.
Of course.
So when for example, if I dive, I take a risk. I take a look at the risk versus reward of this scenario and risk a yellow card for diving and think it's worth it in this scenario to take this risk. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, I'm going to get punished for it. So I'm taking in all those factors and that's
risk.
part of the game.
It's
Otherwise, sorry to
No,
cut
no.
you off, but otherwise they would make it if you did anything wrong. Let's say you dived, you're out of the game. The game stops, you automatically lose.
if that was
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They give
Yeah.
it as a yellow card because they're assessing how far you can take the risk based on
that's
what
it.
impact it's going to have on the game. So you're willing to take that for. This is me just justifying
Well, the fucking-
being a cheater.
Argentina's GOAT is the biggest cheat ever.
But no,
Rest in
Gab
peace.
raised a good
Maradona.
question before,
Yeah,
and I
sorry,
think it's
Gab.
a pretty easy answer, but no one answered it. Is what's the best way to kill a game?
The best way to kill a game
Score again.
is
I'd
to
say.
score again.
Okay,
Yeah.
and obviously,
Or say you've
To
got-
be fair, they've got that Waddingham guy who people are talking up like a big time player. I haven't watched enough of him, but he can score goals. They've got a few players that can, but if they can't score, which he obviously I felt he probably didn't believe they could. What would be the even though it was 2-2, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So it
and
makes the strategy even stranger.
Lucas Harrington played.
Yeah, our boy.
Right.
Shout
And-
out Lucas. bro.
And apparently he played really well. This is the one that Zadkovic said was the best defender in Australia. He played, and everyone was like, wow, a glimmer of hope. At least we have something. Because apparently he played really well. So that's a positive on that game. But
Well, the other one could be, hey, I need to cut some holes in my socks because my calves are too tight, and that's a good way to cheat.
Well, I actually, the funny thing is, I actually said the other day because we were watching the Arsenal Manchester United corners, and they were copping, getting heat on these corners.
people are saying
and
they're
one of the things that I would do when I was playing, I don't know if you remember this at Moreland, I would tell someone to go down. If I wanted to go talk to the coach, I would tell someone to go down, so then I can go talk to the coach.
Fucking cheeky
But
bastard.
I don't Where's the line then? Where's the line?
I think
Either you are a proponent for managing the game, or you're not. Black and white. You can't be some things
But
yes,
how-
some things no.
How is me knowing I've kicked the ball out, going to the ref? Hey, that's our ball, yeah. How's that not managing the game?
No, it is. But then diving falls into that bucket as well. So either you are fully for it or you're fully against it. For me, it's black and white. You can't go some things yes, some things no. That's against the ethics of the game.
Yeah, but diving to me comes back to you've given up on the situation. It's your lack of your ability. It's an easy outcome.
What?
So that's more cheating.
No, Jack's right.
What, bro?
Bro,
Okay,
if
you
no
take a
one
bad
touches
touch-
you and you have to
Yeah.
go down, you've given up on the action.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Because
Cole
you're
Palmer
about to
last
get
week.
done.
Cole Palmer's penalty last week.
Okay,
he
so-
steps his ass into the guy.
He got fucking-
and then
he got
falls
hacked.
down.
He got that
That's
was
a dive. In some ways, it's a dive. He's drawn a foul.
drawing a foul's different.
So what? So where's the line
But
between drawing a foul and a dive?
diving to me is when you don't get touched.
Vardy's the best at it.
Diving's when you don't
He
get
gets
touched.
in the
right?
box, steps in front, bang, and then just goes down.
Okay, so if
And the top level, I don't know if the same rules apply because
They don't.
It is such a 1% can change the game,
Bro,
and that 1% can be doing something like that.
hold on,
I don't
okay,
even have foul throws.
So what do we think? So what do we think when
true.
someone goes, "Oh, get off me, bro," and they touch them like this, and then they go like,
Yeah,
they've touched them, bro.
yeah,
They've touched them.
Yeah, but you know,
And then they've got a red card because the person's gone down and exaggerated the response, which is what Cole Palmer does when he draws a foul.
yeah.
So that's the same as diving, now? It's dishonest.
look,
it's exaggerating a situation.
I get what
for
Rash
your
is saying.
advantage.
I get what he's saying too.
I get what he's saying, but I disagree with the black and white thing because
Time and place.
it's all about bias. So when I'm watching a game of football and I see someone like who pisses me off. Ryan Yates at Nottingham. Every time we play them, he's the dirtiest, just most annoying player. And I'm like, you prick, you anti-football, fucking, you always, blah, blah, blah. When Cucurella does it, oh my God, you're a genius.
Yeah.
So I think it's just dependent on the situation of whether your team's winning, whether you're involved or not.
Okay, so I'm the only coherent one in the room.
What's that mean?
So you guys pick and choose when you do believe in it, when you don't believe in it. I just have a coherent answer with.
I play to the whistle.
I
then.
agree.
I play to the whistle.
If it's against me, you're a dog. If I'm doing it, I'm a legend.
Question.
Yeah.
Should the consequences for managing a game be harsher? Because, let's say you dive and you win a penalty.
Yeah.
That's a game changer.
It's on the ref.
100%. But then if he clocks that up dive and tries to change it, should I not be sent off then?
Nah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I feel like that at the top level, though, that stuff, it gets found out now. When we drop down, what?
Yeah, but that's what
Anything
I'm saying.
goes,
I'm
brother.
saying the rules and the punishments are they are light to allow room for it in the game.
So what's your point? Like your final point?
The rules are set up so that they factor it as you are allowed to do this in the game.
But what's your point?
What's my point?
Like, what's your final?
Is that a bigger...
Are you saying players should cheat or not?
I think they should manage the game.
Yeah, okay. All right. They should manage a game. That's AKA.
Yeah, I feel like it's time and place. You either go down, you've got the injury, like the 6-second rule with the keepers. They always take 12 seconds or 15. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more.
Yeah,
With
Rashid
throwing,
infuriates
stepping forward. The other
you have
day,
it-
the Man United keeper, they're telling him to go back. He throws a little bit more, more, and he kept moving back but throwing it in the same space.
Rash, it's also as well picking your moments in the game. Because if you do it from minute 1 to minute 90, you'll get sent off. Right?
Exactly.
My
right.
cousin-
But if you're choosing specific moments to be a cheat, go for it.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of it generally helps when there's a way to win games, which is unfortunate that you have to be a proponent of managing the clock with certain things. But ultimately, the best way for Brisbane Roar, 45 minutes, you should be able to keep the ball for a sustained period of time.
Yeah, again, I don't think
They
that's correct what
so
they were
it's
doing.
so it's a lack of belief they have,
sure,
which is what
That's
that comes
frightening.
back to.
That's frightening. Actually, when in my second season at Incheon, we just finished a relegation battle. I get back, start of preseason, season 2, and they go, our goal for this year is to not get relegated.
Come
And I
on.
went from, guys, come on.
Yeah, it's crazy. When you compare that to Cam Burgess saying, we got promoted, then we thought we can push again.
Yeah.
It's
that was
different.
hectic.
But I will say, look, I came across this tweet from David Jack.
Whoever that is.
He's just a random on Twitter. Shout out him though. Hope he's having a great day.
Jack David.
Yeah, Jack Davidson. This must be the worst phase in A-League history. Sydney struggling, Victory going bust, Wanderers fans disappearing, Roar at the foot of the table, Perth Glory is a basket case, Mariners floundering, and the competition relying on the Kiwis for any spark. I thought there's a lot of fact in that. I
Yeah.
can't lie. I
Yeah, there
don't
is.
want to be that guy, but it's
What
funny
happened to
because
Sydney, bro.
well, it's funny because we were sitting here with Fahid saying, look at Sydney, bro. They're killing.
To be
No,
fair,
I
I
watched
had watched
Sydney.
one game up until that point.
But
It was
still,
Wanderers
it was
versus
like
Sydney.
enough in that game to know because of the quality they had on the
Yeah.
field. I watched the game with West United, bro. They were
Great game.
but I watched West United the week before or 2 weeks before against Victory, and it was like, in all honesty, and no disrespect, they were terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, Victory were very good, albeit, but they were also very poor. Like they had 1 or 2 shots the whole game. They had like 20 to 30% possession for 30 minutes of the game at one point. And then they go to the Allianz and they snatch the game off Sydney. And I'm like, is that how poor Sydney is? Or were Western just bad on that day? But Sydney's, their reflection on the ladder is not good.
I think Western, shout out Western for getting that result, man. Because they went to Sydney, tough game.
They're playing a lot of kids besides the Japanese players.
Now, mind
They're all
you,
kids.
Noah Bodic, well done on scoring. You did the chill guy celebration. I told you to do the suited and booted celebration. Everyone's already done the chill guy celebration. Be unique. Love you, Noah. But come on, bro. We'll go back to that. But just while we're here, I was sitting at home watching a bit of Ninja A-League, Women's Ninja A-League, right?
Did she do it?
I'll tell you. You're going to laugh.
I spoke to her the week before leading towards this.
I messaged her out of nowhere. Now,
Okay,
I'm
good.
talking about Maya Markovski of Canberra United. Okay? Great player. Friends with Jake. I thought I would just message her and say, hey, I saw you were playing tonight at 7:40 against Melbourne City. Drop the Sally if you score. She said, say less. I said, ooh. She followed me back. I thought, oh, yeah, she's gonna do it. She scored an own goal.
Oh, did she?
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, Mayor.
And I just thought, what the fuck? What are the chances of that? Like, now, I would have actually given her 20 grand if she did the celebration for the own goal.
Imagine that.
I was talking to one of my friends who's not a massive football person, and she's
It'll always
like,
be like unsuit. Just take
yeah,
it off.
well, yeah, probably.
Oh, bro. She scored, man. She scored the goal. Did we speak about it?
She's been scoring bangers.
She scored the goal of the season already.
Yeah. So I thought, oh, she's in here. And then, like, Canberra took the lead. I was like, oh, my God. Like, and then I was watching it. I was like, and I was talking to one of my friends, and she said, wait, so did she do the celebration or not? And I was like, dude, it's an own goal. She's like, yeah, did she do it or not? And I'm like, I don't think you...
Get own goal.
I was like, she put it in her own net. And then I tweeted on the suited and booted count. I'm like, fucking, I said, poor thing, Maya Markovski. I said, only us.
That's where the celebration's at right now. The celebration, is where
It is.
people that are at 100%, they will do it, are banging in goals in their own net.
Yeah. And look,
But hold on, bro.
here we
that's
go.
where we're at.
Yeah,
bro.
a rant's coming.
Hold on, bro.
Unleash.
Yeah, go on.
Unleash.
We have people who have done the celebration for us during games.
Who? Name.
Kids.
Yes, bro.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to post
Why
it.
have we not posted it?
We're going to.
Do you want me to be real with you?
Yeah.
Do you want me to be completely honest?
Yes, bro.
It doesn't look cool. It looks cool when a professional does it.
No, it doesn't, bro.
That's how I feel.
Fuck the professionals.
You told me to stop being a tacit liar.
I'm with Rashid on that one. That's, bro, they're the heartbeat.
I loved when the kids do it.
I think it's 10 times cooler.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I personally don't. Maybe we can cut that out.
Thank you for your honesty.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. I just think it's obviously cute and wholesome when the kids do it, and we love it when the kids do it. But we get international recognition if the adult footballer pros do
Are you
it.
telling me when you see Ronaldo do the C in comparison to some little 5-year-old do a C, which is better?
Ronaldo.
What?
Because the whole stadium goes, Sue! And he goes, and the kids don't even jump high. No, I'm fucking with
He's getting critical on technique. You are so evil.
Yeah, not bad. Like seeing a junior street footballer, not bad.
Not good enough.
It's not good enough. You're a bit stiff on the Cole Palmer.
Wait, so there have been kids in actual games?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, I haven't posted
We
it.
have one of the most incredible videos.
Why haven't you posted it?
I've been posting other shit.
me.
No, it's me. It's me.
No, you don't run the account.
Oh yeah, well the
editing media.
editing team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The editing
But I run the editing team.
Oh, yeah.
Like I say,
He's the head of the editing
yeah,
team.
because I say,
Yeah.
post this or don't post this,
Yeah.
and we'll get around to it.
Yeah,
We will.
We'll shout out.
We got that, and then we got the Allianz, don't we?
Hey, is
Allianz
it on
Stadium,
in here
the giveaway.
I am.
I'm absolutely
We need
sweating.
like,
It's like
you know, hey,
like a
I'm baiting it. I don't
is
care.
it possible to have like a 25-minute drinks break here?
25 minutes.
Oh, God.
I'm bathing in my own sweat at the moment.
Can I talking about junior football in Australia and Melbourne? More
Wait.
Specifically?
Hold that. Should we wrap A League?
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So
Can I ask actually a question on the A-League?
yes,
Wellington, I think it was Wellington. Handball,
yes.
play on, chance, calls it back for handball.
I saw this. Can we actually get up
Yeah,
the
one of my pet
exact
hates in
rule?
football. God, ref, you've just given him 2 chances.
I thought it was either or.
Advantage is not 2 goes.
Can you please Google ChatGPT Can advantage be played from a handball then brought back? Is that the right question?
Well, it's more the fact that they've had a shot and then you're giving them back the ball.
Exactly. You've given
That's
them
my
two
issue.
opportunities,
You
yeah.
2 bites at the cherry.
Either it was a foul or it wasn't.
Was Kingy reffing? Was he?
I don't know. It
No, who
was
cares then? He's wrong.
How is Kingy, bro? Has anyone checked in on Kingy?
No, we saw Kingy at the derby.
saw him yeah.
He said I was going to China or something. Didn't you?
He had a couple of rough,
Champions League.
rough weeks, old Kingy.
Yeah. But I mean,
That's going to be a hard one for him to find in the rule book. That's going to be a lot
Does
of digging. Maybe
ChatGPT
we should move on.
does
in the meantime.
ChatGPT not have that one, nor?
It does, but it says that it's on.
What does it say? You can find the rules on
The
FIFA.
referee would generally not bring back, regardless whether. It sounds like it's a no.
Sounds like it's a no.
Yeah, which is what we all think, right?
Onward. Onward. Yeah, so I just think, going back to this tweet, Victory hemorrhaging money. That's like a known fact. Getting rid of staff, money, that's all in the public. That's not looking good. Sydney, struggling. Man, Wanderers. Shout out Daniel McBreen and Simon Hill. There was basically the crowd numbers for the Mariners game, and McBreen said dog shit with emojis.
Really?
Yeah, because it was very low. And like for a team that's won so often and so recently, like the Mariners have, the support there has been. Now, again, let me preface this by saying we're all part of the problem. If we're not going to games, and we're a part of the problem.
How many games did we go to this week?
Yeah, exactly. So there's that, and then Simon Hill said, to be fair, given the respective catchment areas, this is even worse. Wanderers getting 6,000 at home to Brisbane.
Wow.
It's high time some clubs in this league were given a big kick up the arse. Para used to be a cauldron. Now, it's just like most other A-League grounds. I could weep for what's been lost.
Who said this?
Simon Hill. Fair point. What, dude? Remember Wanderers? Like I know everyone whatever. We're gonna do it. We're going back in time,
Bro,
Do you remember every home game was fucked?
bro, I was played the first season there in the league. It was scary.
It was even Rash was saying.
But I know what these guys are saying, but
And you've brought one.
it always
Mata.
comes back. It always comes back to like what's the why?
Yeah, that's the whole point of the pod, I think. Our life mission is to find out where it all went wrong.
Yeah.
I think
Why?
that's what we're trying to do, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
But then again, it goes back to my point of the start of the season. I still think Juan Mata should be playing. Is he doing much for the attendance?
Well, if
he
he's
can't
not
from the
playing,
bench.
He's coming on, though. Does it make such a difference if he starts?
Yes.
No, not on the gameplay. I mean in the fans.
At this point of the season, maybe, because you probably know he's not going to start. Maybe initially, no.
Maybe
Yeah,
you get
you're
an
right.
extra 500 people.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't affect the Sydney derby. Him on the bench.
That's
right?
what I'm
It was-
saying.
Yeah.
So it is a bit, Fahid copped it basically from everyone.
yeah, but I think like the Del Piero, I think we've missed the boat with the momentum building possibility of having Juan Mata here. Like Del Piero, it's like boom, he comes, he starts
plays.
playing, he scores,
Yeah.
he's influencing games,
38,
momentum,
39,
compound.
He had less. People are saying with the Mata thing, which was one of the craziest bits of feedback that came out of that episode, was that they need like Stajic has the right process of building his fitness up, and he needs to train more and like help out everyone else.
Is this one of the people that you were arguing with online?
One of the many comments that were all centered around the same thing.
Man, that
and
was-
it's like, I don't think these people listen to the podcast. When Fahid said he'd been training with one of the youngest teams in Denmark for months, then he's come here, done practically a full preseason, and he's still not deemed fit enough. So my thing is like, it doesn't matter. He's got like 19 weeks left of his contract.
It doesn't Juan Mata.
And that's some shit I'd say.
Yeah, that is.
That's some shit I'd
Cool,
say.
yeah.
Some people in the comments were saying we need crowd activation. Get out there, be seen and market. Does not need to cost much just to be seen. Friday nights have always been bad for us. Crappy time slot. You wouldn't think they've won 2 grand finals in a row, would you? To be fair, it was a Friday night and still pretty hot up until kickoff. These are all just excuses. People were saying there was no way there was more than 2,000 people at Mariners in Adelaide. Sorry, guys. Fuck's going on there?
Yeah, man.
No, it's all good, bro. All good, bro. All good. I'm good now. I'm good. Yeah, it's just... Look, speaking of some people that work at clubs, I'm going to be real with you. I'm just going to be real with all the A-League fans out there and all the football fans in this country. They've tried everything. They have. I know that for a fact.
Who?
The clubs.
All the clubs?
You can't name...
You can't talk for every club in the same boat, bro.
Okay.
The clubs that you know of.
The general things that a club should do to make the fan bases grow and to get bums in seats, they've done every fucking thing. And you can't change my mind. They've done everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This now, mind you, Rash has a point. I haven't spoken to every club, but I'm sure that they've adopted most of the same tactics to try to get bums in seats. They have tried kids go free. They have tried putting it in schools. They have tried different time slots. They have tried packages. They have tried marquee players. They have tried everything. And I just don't know. I don't have an answer to what would work in that sense. Am I onto something here?
No.
Not onto something.
Bro, I'd see it like this. They're a business, bro.
Mean
Go
like,
fuck
are
yourself,
you trying
then.
to provide a solution, or are you trying to...
I'm not trying to provide...
You're onto something as in, like, you figured out that there's not much more anyone can do.
What I'm trying to say is...
So it's over.
It's not over. It's not over. It's not over.
I don't know if that's onto something, because that's not... Like,
Yeah, but I'm like...
not on the upward.
Yeah, but everyone always has the fix. And it's like, we've tried that. Sorry. Like, we've tried that.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you got to do this. They've done that.
100%, 99.9% of the people with the answers on Twitter, including us, probably don't have the answers. But in saying that, there must be an answer, bro. They're a business.
We do have the answer.
They're a business.
I'm telling you, we do have the answer.
Us.
Yeah, we know what would do. It would be promotion and relegation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It would be playing. It would be promotion, relegation, and it would be actually embracing the ethnicity of some of the clubs.
Yeah.
Or
As controversial
if
as that
A-League
is,
give us
that is the
150
fastest
grand.
way to success.
Well, that's probably the fastest. Yeah, you're right. Someone said to me.
I'll rebut that, though.
Someone said to me that the only way Australian soccer will work is if they allow all the nationality clubs to come back.
In the A-League.
Like, just in general, like if the league was all the different nationality clubs, that's the only way that football will be like proper in this country.
I feel where they're coming from, and we're going to get Mike from South Melbourne on, and he'll have something to say about that because he's the number one A-League hater in the world.
Well, it's like if you got all the Croatian teams and they're all playing, all the Croatian guys are going to jump on board and sponsor that club. Same with the Greek clubs, right?
Yeah.
Same with the Macedonians, right? Even this year with Preston coming back into the NPL, it's going to blow up because they need those teams in the league. Until they do bring in promotion and relegation and bring those smaller clubs in, even if it's one, all that supporter base is going to go to that one club.
What are you going to say, Noel?
I like what Gav's saying about the sponsorships and stuff like that, right? Because it's like right now, if the A-League cannot sell the product to investors, like, as in what's the real benefit of investing, right? Other than ownership.
I don't even know.
But it's like if it was that kind of thing where it's like all the Croats are going to be like, yo, just throw money at
Throw
this.
money, yeah.
This has to work because I've thrown money at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And then all the Albanians do the same thing, and then all the if there's a Sudanese club now, they do the
Yeah.
same thing and all that kind of stuff. That actually is like money has been thrown into the club, and now the league gets better because the clubs have to make back their money.
Well, I
It
think
could
a
be, but just going back to Jake's point, I fully agree with Jake. But then 100,000 trillion people in the football world will say, "Yeah, but we can't.
What?
We don't
Well,
have the
even when
money
I
to
was in
do. We don't have the
Portugal-
money to do a promotion and relegation. Like, yes, it's the answer.
Yeah, that's what I was
But
gonna
we
say.
can't do it. So what now?
Yeah, that.
That was the best thing when I was in Portugal is that the teams that I was playing for, even if it was third division, they had a chance to play Champions League. So you'd always generate movement because people would sponsor the club and try and get promoted to then be like, okay, if we do get promoted, there's more money involved. There's more things to jump around. there's chances to get into the Champions League, to the Australian Cup and all of that, which is so important, right? To get clubs getting that movement.
What are you going to say, Joe?
Well, I agree. There's not enough money, but I mean, the A-League there's not enough money. Then you've also got salary caps within teams as well.
Yeah, it's a close shot.
It's incredibly hard to accelerate a club when they're ready to try and keep everyone on the same level. You've taken away people's affinity and associations with these grassroots clubs that have been powerhouses. But then also, I mean, it's a lot of fucking billionaires in Australia, man. A lot of people that love football. But that if their club had the chance, they'd probably throw some coin.
You
down.
mean the ethnic ones?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're all ethnic clubs, aren't they?
Yeah, but I know I'm saying not like your Clive Palmers or whatever.
But
like,
then,
maybe not.
but then, like, I don't know if it's worth even talking about because Australia as a country will never, ever, ever do that.
Well, the second division,
everything is moving away from that kind of thing.
The second division is kind of like a step to doing it, though, isn't it? Like, so if that is the league to just literally set up promotion relegation, then all of a sudden,
probably a good point.
South Melbourne and Sydney United could be in the A-League.
So, but
that's what it's.
That's probably a good point.
It's got to be. They've closed the gate at the moment, but it's got to be there to have a gate opening.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Or else, what the fuck are you doing it for?
Well, that's Rash is right. They're going to do everything in their power to not do that. But then if they do have a second league, those clubs are right there, and they could get into that first league. And you're not. There's no way someone's going to go to South Melbourne and say take away your Greek aspect. They're going to be like, what the fuck? Like if they get into the A League, they're not going to change their colours and fucking their badge and shit. Like that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Especially if you told Greeks, you got to change.
Like, no joke, bro. If Preston was in the A League, they would have probably some of the biggest attendance going around.
Dude,
their attendance at the moment, like from being in NPL 1 or NPL 2 to NPL,
I think they get more than MacArthur weekly.
Yeah, they've had between 5 to 12,000 at home games consistently for 3 years.
It's unbelievable.
Like, yeah, we should actually get
when the
NPL kicks back up, we should get some people on from that club.
So talking about
the NPL in State 1. We've got an offer come through.
Ruin your presentation.
We have. So
can we talk about it?
We can't talk about it, but it's in the good figures that we want. And
wait, can we bleep out the club he says? Can we just get him to say the
this
club?
is the only bleep I'm doing because I can't be fucked.
Yeah, we can't.
Oh, we can't?
We can't address the club, but there has been an offer on the table, and we're going to keep building from it.
Top flight?
It could be a new adventure.
NPL 2?
NPL 2, NPL 3, State 1.
Oi!
State 4.
He's given up. He's given up. Join the club, bro.
We're hanging, and we're enjoying.
All right.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to just take you through a quick suited and booted schools.
Classes in session.
It was something that I was very curious about. Trying to understand what is the hierarchy of where you can play, where you're trying to get to as a male or as a female in this state. Because I've tried to understand what's mini roos, what's NPL, what's this NTC. So I've put it into perspective for everyone. All right?
Thanks, man.
That's the funniest looking yawn I've ever seen. I hope that got on camera.
Fuck, sorry.
All right. So we've got right up the top, obviously, I don't know if you can see this, but I'll read it out. Right up the top, you've got A-League men's. This is the men's, right? A-League men's. Under A-League, you have A-League seniors, which is basically like under 23 players that play in the NPL.
Yes.
Did you all know this?
Yes.
You knew that?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what the hell A-League seniors is. What the hell does that
Okay,
mean?
I didn't know the term.
I didn't know it was
Melbourne
named
Victory
that.
seniors.
But even then, the under 23s, is it?
So
I thought it was younger.
So they might be younger, maybe
Under
21s or something like that.
Okay.
But they play NPL seniors.
Okay, yeah.
Right, and they play in the NPL.
Yep.
Then you've got in the NPL the top teams. All right. This is, by the way, this has been designed. This is not my opinion. This is based on a large cohort of people and asking their opinions and then averaging them out. And then I've got a list of the teams from strongest to fifth weakest, let's say. You got South Melbourne at the top. They say they're the strongest as a senior team, NPL senior team. Over the last, let's say, 4 or 5 years, strongest, most consistent, dangerous teams, yeah? Oakley Cannons, Avondale, Bentley Greens, Heidelberg. Would you agree with that? You've been in the league.
I'd agree.
So it's a power ranking.
Yeah, power ranking.
Off what?
Power,
In
quality.
Melbourne.
The metrics would say quality of players and coaches and success.
Aki's coming for your head, bro. They just won the grand final against South. He's got them out under South.
But
that's across.
Not much you can do
That's
there,
across
eh?
a few years. It's not just one
No,
year.
no,
yeah?
I'm with you.
So then we've got below NPL seniors. Then you've got academy junior teams, right? That if you're a junior and you want to play at the highest level, obviously you want to get into Victory, City, or Western first, yeah? Before playing for South Melbourne or something like that, right? Melbourne City up the top as the strongest. Western second, Victory third.
Western could
interesting, huh?
almost be the best.
Are you finished with that?
No.
Okay, we'll keep
I've got
going.
plenty more.
Okay.
So are you doing power rankings of what's going on at the minute?
Quality of curriculum, coaches, organisation, success, players being promoted.
Can I ask why have you put City above Western then?
No, this is a survey.
This is a survey. It's not my opinion.
Oh right, where'd you get this from?
We
players.
can't. We can't.
I can't reveal,
disclose.
but a cohort of 150 people.
So now, Jakey. Also,
He's different.
not factually, but City have produced the best young players over the past 3-4 years.
I'm just thinking of the first team.
Oh, okay, but yeah, well,
Yeah,
okay.
I know naturally City does attract the best players and they get the best results.
No, I'm
I
saying-
What do you mean first team?
Well, fuck Western United, bro. They're producing like future Socceroos, man.
Yeah, but so is City.
Yeah, are they though? That's why I'm.
Geordie
okay.
Boss, Marco Tilio, that, especially that.
Tilio was Sydney FC product.
Yeah, true. Who am I
All right,
thinking
so
of?
contentious.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying
Okay. It's not me.
because well,
Yeah, it's not Rash.
sorry.
It's not
I'm
Rash.
not saying you're wrong with shit. But no, Western are forced to use their academy and they're doing all right.
Okay. I've heard that as well, by the way. Under them, we've got NTC boys now. That's the new thing coming in. Under that, now you've got the NPL teams, right? And now listing top two, I've got about 8 teams here, right? Number 1, Dandy City. Bulleen Lions, number 2. South Melbourne, 3rd. Glen Ira, Essendon Royals, Avondale, North Geelong, Northcote, Green Gully, Malvern.
Glen who?
I said
Glen
Green
Ira.
Gully, didn't I?
Yeah,
Glen
Glen
Ira.
Ira.
Oh, Glen Ira.
Yeah, FTS.
Fucking football club.
Yeah. They only do juniors.
For juniors, huh? This
They
is
don't have
juniors talking
seniors.
about.
So it's a Box Hill.
So that's men's. Let's go to the women's. Thank you. Let's go to the women's. So women's a little bit different. A-League women's up top. Mm-hmm. Then you've got A-League scholar positions, which is, yeah, I think A-League men's probably have scholar positions as well, but I think it's a little bit more important.
So it's a contract we're not getting paid type thing.
I don't know what it is. But it's like a young player,
Sounds
basically
like
a young
it.
player
Yeah.
going into the senior environment.
Bullshit loophole. So no one doesn't pay.
Then you've got NTC emerging. So that's the strongest, NTC emerging. Then you've got NPL seniors. So NTC emerging play in the NPL seniors.
Yep.
And then in the NPL seniors, the list would be Bulleen on top,
Yep.
South Melbourne, Calder, and Heidelberg.
No Preston.
No Preston in their list.
Interesting.
Then we've got NTC girls, so they're now slightly below. Like if you're not in that NTC emerging, then you're in NTC 15s, 17s, 20s, whatever. Then below that, you've got the NPL junior clubs, and again, Bulleen versus South Melbourne, Calder, Heidelberg, and then they said those are definitely the 4 strongest, but then in the juniors, they'd also add in Box Hill and Alamein as being strong
I don't
teams.
get that. So NTC's the best in everything?
For the girls, you
Yeah.
mean? It's the best of the best players, yeah. Unless you're an A-League scholar.
This is going to
Then-
sound so dumb. So NTS versus Bulleen, that happens.
NTS, I don't know what that is.
Sorry, not NTS. NTC. Sorry. Whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
I knew what you were
sounds
saying. I
like
just love it. Okay, sorry. I don't know
NTS
what
sounds
that
like a
means.
fucking old Honda or some shit. Okay.
So what did you ask?
So NTC will play Bulleen, all the clubs.
Yes.
So they're a team.
They're a team, yes.
Okay. So they're the best in everything then. That's what your survey says.
Not in the boys, though.
Not in the boys.
Because you would
In
prefer
the
to
girls,
be
I mean.
in an academy, a
Yeah,
Victory City or Western
Yeah.
Academy than NTC as in the boys.
And they
Whereas
don't
for the
have
girls, it's the
A-League
strongest.
women's academies.
No, they don't have.
They don't
No,
have
they
A-League
have.
women's,
So that's-
which
that's
I think
why.
is a problem.
It'll probably change at some point.
Well done, Rash.
Money.
That's
brilliant.
awesome.
Well done.
Well done. You just got your Victorian football power rankings from Rashid Lord Mahazi.
Well, where
Presentation
did you
over.
get them from?
We interviewed 150.
I genuinely asked a bunch of people
Oh, so you did
who
it.
play in that league, who coach these leagues,
Wow.
who I asked, got a
150.
bunch of answers, and then kind of averaged
So that
them.
raw data is reflection of the market,
From people that are involved in that market.
which is the most important.
Yeah.
You can pay for that data. Just hit our Gmail
Yeah.
as well. We can give that to you guys if you pay.
I don't know what that means.
If someone wants to buy your data. Everything's about data
That's
these
true,
days,
yeah,
you know.
That's true. If you want these sheets of paper.
Yeah, if you want those sheets of paper. Yeah, that was cool. I hopefully that brings some discourse, because we're definitely going to make a snippet out of that and see if people agree or not. There's definitely going to be some 45-year-old chain smoker who says, "Now wait a minute, you're telling me that you've got Heidelberg fourth." Yeah, okay, buddy.
Good deflection is they're not. It's not his view.
Yeah, it's not Rashid's view. This is
Should I
150
say something
scholars.
unbelievably contentious here?
Yep.
Yes,
This was not me saying it, huh?
point of the pod.
This was not me saying it.
Well, then it's not contentious.
They reckon that Dandy City program stronger than Victory
Really?
currently.
Who's
What, like Chavapis
As
or?
as a curriculum, as a organisation, as a methodology, as a philosophy, as a
doesn't surprise me.
Who runs that?
that's what I heard. But it's not me, eh? Relax.
Relax, bro.
Fuck.
That seems like someone from their club.
It's a wild.
bias, potentially.
It was not from a person from that club.
Wow. Do you know what, bro? Melbourne Knights, the Croatian clubs, they make great players, bro. They've always made fantastic footballers. So that would not surprise me.
But what has been said about them, which maybe we should get some of their senior people in here, but apparently over the last few years they haven't got the results yet, but they are building towards it, and like the program that's set out, we will see the fruits of in the next.
Well, it
few
doesn't
years.
help
That's
when
what I've heard.
it doesn't help when your senior players 2-foot people. You know.
What? Oh. Was that at City?
Have you heard
That was at
anything
City, not
similar like
against Knights.
this about Dandy City? Or
Yeah, Dandy
That's
City,
the best person to ask.
they've changed it around since once I left. Their whole junior system,
Yeah.
they've completely changed it. So it looks like it's starting to build, which is positive.
Well, shout out Dan. That's the closest club to my house. So hopefully they get.
aren't you Listerfield or something?
Huh? Do I want to tell people where I live? Yeah.
No, what's your club? Lindale.
Lindale?
Yeah.
Now their programs top.
Are you going to play
Ran
this?
by Jerome.
Are you not going to play
Fowler.
this year? You going to play this year?
Bro, I was thinking about it, man. What
Bro.
was I watching the other day? I was
got
watching
no
something.
time.
I was thinking I gotta play.
Oh, sorry.
Every now and then.
Well, I figured you wouldn't be playing.
I do want to come to five-side.
Do you want to come tomorrow night? Be a man.
What?
Oh, actually, play.
All right, Andrew Tate.
All right, Andrew Schultz.
No, well now the
Karloff.
next chapter, it could be good for content.
Come
What's
on.
that? Playing
Playing
five-sides. I will. I probably schedule it into my week.
Not five playing actually at a club would be way better.
Dude, if I watch
For
Rash at
content-
State 2 or State 1,
It'd be way better for content, bro.
I
You know how many
can't commit to. My schedule's too random. I can't commit to.
At State 2, you won't have to, bro. You just have to turn up on Saturday.
yeah, don't train.
Yeah, that's ruins the integrity of for the other players.
Yeah, well, they've got no integrity.
You go one night a week and
They're all cokeheads. They've got no integrity. They're just State 2 players. You think they care if you're good and you play there? They don't give a fuck as long as they get paid.
in fact, you've got too much integrity for that level.
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, you're not a fit.
Actually, you know what? No.
Yeah.
He's not going there.
No. Stay
No.
five-a-side, bro.
No. If I don't know, maybe Perth Glory want to sign you.
I'm going back to MMA. That's what I'm doing.
Oh my god. Actually, that's good for us.
No, but
Yeah,
how
fucking
does that work into schedule? Like, what the fuck?
Because I can go whenever I want, bro. It's not.
Ground
Got to
and
be
pound.
this time at this time.
How many times a week will you ground and pound? Just quickly on Perth Glory, though. I think they're going to dissolve.
What's that got to do with Perth Glory?
I think
Just
they
quickly
said-
on ground and pound.
No, because I think they should sign you.
Oh yeah, well, results wise, and then obviously they're getting what they were getting. What was the thing?
Liquidation.
Liquidation.
Yeah, we didn't know what it meant, but we found out. They're getting liquidated. They've just lost Hey, shout out Rob Stanton.
Wasn't the article they made, like there's some words of...
No facts. What did we say?
That's true. Sorry, I forgot.
We did search the facts of that word though last week.
Now,
Gab, do
Jake,
you know what liquidation means? Yeah.
It doesn't sound good.
Have a guess. Hey, can you have a guess at what liquidation means? We didn't know, by the way. So
put it
there's
this
no...
way, let me give you a sentence.
there's
Right?
no-
So Perth Glory is going into liquidation.
Yeah.
All I can think about is everything that I don't want to say, so I'm not going to say it because that's what liquidation sounds to me like.
Oh, he's got to say it first off. What the hell that means?
I need you to say it now.
Yeah. Is it bad?
He's thinking about semen.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Being
I
liquid.
gave him the sentence.
Anyways, moving on. Dude, we so this will tie into amateur agents here because we've got some very, very depressed Perth Glory fans reaching out to us.
I tell you what, if we had subs, the Gaffer could sub one of us out at this point. Is that up?
Yeah, fuck, man.
You guys just pulling injuries as well. Just trying to make this.
Yeah, Jake.
Managing the pod.
Jake, do some game management.
Managing the pod.
My name is Liam. My name is Liam, not my
Is that
name.
how we started?
Yeah. So anonymous, first line, the name. But I actually did. Oh, sorry. My name is Liam, and I asked the questions about Perth Glory last week. The result on the weekend was even worse than expected. As a fan who has missed the better years during the NSL, I feel like I'm losing interest in the team after a number of crappy years. Do I persist with them or give up? Now, first of all, Liam, oh, you're a fucking legend. First of all, Liam, oh, did I take yours?
I had to drink it.
So, Liam, condolences.
He's
Obviously-
just got to go back and catch up.
Oh, my God, hold on.
Shotgun red,
Dude,
He's
fuck
gotta
Perth
go
Glory
back,
for a sec.
Whoa, bro.
It's the other one.
Liquidation.
Oh, this.
Hey, are these off?
Oh, the minute there.
Straight liquidate me, boy.
I don't know. Liquidate me, boy.
Super dupers,
Thanks,
bro.
man.
Shout
This
out
is
Nor.
what we call
Shout out Nor,
liquidation,
bro.
is a
Hey,
super
do we have any
duper.
like scissors or something?
Hey, all podcast studios out there, take notes, man.
Yeah, treat your guests right.
Yeah. How good was Super Dupers back at school?
Bro.
Oh, I was
two or
sucking
three.
on
In the
them.
summer,
Super Dupers.
you'd absolutely just suck it dry.
What about a sunny boy? You just suck it dry, wouldn't you?
Yeah. At school.
Trying absolutely everything to demonetize us.
This was about 20 cents at school,
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
and you'd find 20 cents walking to school. Oh, my days.
I'm sorry.
Have we paused the pod?
No,
That's exactly what I need.
I'm going to let this
The
run.
people on Spotify, we are eating Super Dupers, by the way.
This is
And
gonna
that's
be-
what all you can. That's what. All
It's
you
going to
can
be
hear.
so fucked in their ear.
Yeah.
How was Super Buddha today? Fuck, man, they were having Super Dupers for half an hour. Yeah.
It is 38 degrees outside, so it just makes sense to have the Super Duper.
Right, boys, try not to do it in the mic.
Okay, I'm sorry.
ASMR. Do ASMR.
Right.
Do ASMR.
Jerome, do ASMR.
Do ASMR.
Teeth and the tips of the tongue and the lips.
What movie is that from?
Yeah, what I was saying, Jerome, is just to go back and catch up on the Perth stuff. That's it. Just go back, roll back the time, and just enjoy the history of the club.
Oh, Gavin wants Liam to go on YouTube and type in Perth Glory highlights 2008.
No, I think about it like this, man. Do you like football or not? If you like football, probably a logical next step to that is you probably want to have a team that you support.
Yep.
Fair?
Yes.
If you're going to have a team that you support, it's even better if they're shit now and then they get good and they win something in the future and you're part of that journey with them.
Yeah,
I think-
Like Perth Glory was a powerhouse, yeah.
but how long have they been shit though?
A few years.
It's like fuck, man.
But like they've had more years being better, I think, than shit. Do you know what I mean? So like,
I saw a video the other day of like an 80-year-old man or something. Did you see this? Was it Brazil? Something about like the sons or the grandson promised, or he promised the son or the grandson that he would see a trophy be won by that club with them while he was alive, and he was like 80 something, and they win, and He's hugging his son and his grandson. It's the first trophy they've won in his lifetime. That's cool, man.
It is
That's
cool.
a cool story.
It
you
is
could
cool.
do that with Perth Glory, Liam,
But I think
when you're 80.
I think just speaking on their current situation now, shout out Rob Stanton. He's shit worked. Saying his players should punch on, they end up smacking
God.
Perth 4-0. Eli Adams balls out.
Yeah, his balls out.
Yep. And he balled out. Right? You're going to get us demonetised.
There were some good goals in that game.
Yeah, good goals, but man, it's like I fully get why Perth fans are depressed because it's just one thing after another. It's just one thing after another. It's not like it's going bad off the field, but they're holding their own on the field. I'm sure that attendances are dwindling. Also, I just want to say, the keeping on the weekend in the A-League was not good. Did you see Auckland's equaliser?
Yeah.
Let's not smash players, eh?
I'm not going to smash players. I'm just saying that they said it's a wonder strike, but it went through the keeper's
Yeah, it was
hands.
straight to him.
Huh? Yeah, it was straight to
Should
him.
have saved it.
Should have saved it. And obviously some other instances as well. Keeping wasn't that great. But shout out, I think Matt Sutton from Western played really good. Just jumped in there. Hadn't played in like a while, I believe.
He played against Victory a few weeks back.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
I don't know.
Did you guys see the strike? I think it was Wellington. Did you guys see the strike? I think it was Wellington. It was like a volley from outside the box. I can't remember the player. But the commentator said, he hasn't scored before. He's not going to get much closer than that. And it was like 10 metres off target. Did you guys see this?
Was it in a Kiwi accent?
Yeah.
He's not going to get much closer than that.
What an insult.
Oh, my God.
I reckon you could commentate.
Put that wide.
You could commentate a whole New Zealand derby in a Kiwi accent.
Can you do the rest of the pot? Is the world exploding? Jake's aliens are coming.
Fuck!
I'm telling you, aliens are real, bro.
Can you do the rest of the pot in a New Zealand accent? Come on, bro.
No.
Please, bro.
No, I can't.
All right,
Sorry, bro.
All right, what's the next topic?
You know that you have made me too honest now?
What do you mean?
Define the difference.
I just say no to people now.
That's good, man.
But he instilled that.
What would you say before? Yes.
Like if he said do a whole episode in the Kiwi accent, I'd be like, oh yeah, maybe I'll do a bit. I'm not doing it.
I like that, man.
Thanks, bro. Yeah. Now everyone fucking hates me.
Well, so literally, the old Jerome would have done it.
The old you would have done it. Hey. I love that guy. Hey. Anyway, we're shit talking. Let's get to fucking amateur agents.
Yes, sir.
Right now, guys, I don't want to take too long on these because
Oh, I want us to talk shit on these.
will the league make efforts to promote soccer in Australia and improve its marketing to appeal to a larger audience? I believe they currently do not put enough effort into marketing the sport. This is coming from someone who's not a soccer fan, but instead watches your podcast.
Wow.
First of all,
Thank you.
thank you. You're a sick cunt.
Wait, it's not a soccer fan.
Yeah, but he just he watches our pod.
So they're observing from the outside that
Yeah.
the league's not marketing down the grassroots level enough. Is that what they're saying?
Basically saying not enough is being done. But look, bro, I think it goes back to my earlier point of it looks like not enough is being done. And there's always room for improvement. There's room for improvement with Premier League clubs. But I feel like they've tried everything. You can't tell me something besides promotion and relegation that the A-League hasn't, or the A-League clubs haven't either done or considered.
Well, they get a grassroots team around every A-League fixture to walk out.
Yeah,
the big
but-
ball boys.
Dude.
I'm sure they go to clubs and do it.
They do.
AFL's a bit of a different measure stick to
Well,
us. So
actually,
it's-
I do know for a fact, and I think I've mentioned this on an earlier pod, that the A-League teams, at least some of them I know, have have been doing less community stuff now, which I think is quite poor.
One particular club, though. Because one club goes hard on it. Pause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This for a stat,
Oh, yeah.
which who knows if it's true or not.
Yeah, fuck it.
But I heard that the AFL has provided more funding to grassroots level in the last year, I think it was 80 million or something like that, than the government has provided to all other sports combined.
That's insane, that.
Crazy.
That's why it's working.
And I don't know at all if that's true. but
sounded
someone
great.
of authority told me
It sounded so good.
that. I keep keeping all these people anonymous. Imagine it was all just this one guy who just feeds me lies.
Imagine you just had a lot of things that you've said that are miles off.
Everything you said is from one guy.
You have one guy.
It's from Eric.
This guy's thinking, oh, bro, I got it all wrong.
It's from Eric.
I got it all wrong, cuz.
The teams in the A-League should engage more in social media and provide insights into their week, similar to what AFL teams do. I think this is the same guy. This could potentially increase fan interaction, or perhaps this lack of engagement is due to the distinct differences in the personalities of the two sports. What's so fucking funny?
What's so funny?
Rash just gave us Super Duper the best time of his life.
You know, Rash...
Did you put me on the screen?
I did the same shit.
Did you-
Did you put me on the screen?
I feel like we're all the same with the super dupers, especially with the weather.
Because I
It's
was just
ridiculous.
doing it, and I heard you in the background, like, and then I sucked it into my nose. It went through my nose. Sorry.
That
sorry.
is.
Oh,
could you
far
not
out,
see that
no.
was going to happen?
I thought it would just stay there.
We're losing the plot. I can answer. I'll answer this one if you want.
Sorry, I
What is
didn't
it?
hear it.
Because everyone's lost the plot. Do you want to read it?
Okay, let's get back on schedule here, guys. Right.
Goose Frabber.
The teams in the A-League should engage more in social media and provide insights into their week, similar to what AFL teams do. This could potentially increase fan interaction with players, or perhaps this lack of engagement is due to the distinct differences in the sports.
Okay.
True.
Yeah, it's true. But let's just to give some facts to potentially, there's not really a great excuse for it, other than that some A-League teams do not have social media teams. They might have a media manager managing everything. Yep. So they might get some interns to come in and do some work. That is where the game is at. So you're not going to get the highest value on social media.
I also do think there's a cultural thing that remains in soccer. There is not so prevalent in other sports, which is this hesitation to accept anything other than training on the field.
Yes.
Any other focus other than training on the field.
Dude, I went to an A-League club maybe 2023 to do some content by myself. I had a suit on and boots. And I remember walking onto the pitch, the training pitch, all the players were there, first team players, whatever. And I remember a few of the senior coaches turning to the guy that set it up saying, what the fuck's going on here? What's this guy doing here? Like, what's the fuck's going on here? And I wanted to turn around and say, hey, buddy, this is called moving with the times. Like, your fucking little passing drills and shit aren't putting bums in seats. So you got to try stuff. Like, every massive club in the world are super set on how strong their social media needs to be. And I just don't, like, I think he's right. The AFL do social media better.
Yeah.
than the A-League club.
They need to be an entertainment business.
Yeah.
That's how it needs to be run.
Like,
every you need to catch all the offices, all the office staff members have to be characters.
Yep.
All the players have to show their characters.
Yep.
I just want to...
Yeah, and that's what the people want. They want to see that insight.
Sorry, I want to restate and almost underline that line that you've just said, which is so important. We forget that it's the entertainment business.
It is.
We are in the entertainment business.
We're in the
I think
entertainment
everyone always
business,
forgets.
baby.
Yeah.
We're not in a sporting.
It's WWE at the end of the day. Hope that answers that. Do an episode without Jerome.
What?
That's one of them. Do an
That's,
episode without Jerome.
No.
You know what? Yeah, fair enough. That's fair. I've changed now.
Why did you read it?
I've changed. Jerome, can you please let the guest answer the question before you interrupt with another question?
We haven't had any guests on for like 3 weeks.
It's pretty hard to interrupt for Hid, so I couldn't have been with him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fahid can't interrupt.
Shout out you, man, as long as you're enjoying the pod. You know, I'll take a week off if you want. I need some therapy from you lads because I support Tottenham. How can I deal with this sadness that follows me around? I'd love for Jerome to stay silent, especially this week.
This week? That must have been from
Yeah,
last week.
must have been, yeah, because they bank up.
Fucking, what did you guys beat him? What was the score again?
4-3. Look, bro, I hope it gets worse.
Nah.
Ooh.
You guys, honestly, the squad is just not good enough.
Yep.
That's all it is. I'd keep your expectations lower.
Yeah,
and
because
I agree, bro. I was watching the squad's not strong.
No.
They actually
Yeah,
don't like. Sorry, they're all fucking amazing players.
They're a top 8.
But in
squad.
comparison to
Exactly.
shitty Liverpool,
Correct.
Like
I just didn't
Man
like
United's got a
Chelsea.
better squad.
I didn't like how Ange come out and said, I'm not going to give excuses, mate. But then right after it, he said, I've got no players. So that's an excuse.
Yeah, I mean,
He's got to give an interview.
they've got quality, but I mean, to go to be in the top 3 or 4 teams in the Premier League, they're just not there.
I
Unfortunately,
don't like therapy. I would just say that listen to what Rash said before about Perth Glory and having to wait 80 years.
Hey, can we do another thing?
Yeah.
Can you interview Ange Postecoglou now?
yeah, righto.
So I'm Ange.
Yeah, but let's give me no one bit deeper. Give me the give me
okay.
the situation for the press conference.
Okay.
What we walked in on.
You've just beaten. You've just gone to Anfield and you've beaten Liverpool at the end of this negative.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
Drought of
that's the
wins.
next game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, Ange, hi, how are you? It's Patrick from Sky Sports. Obviously been a really difficult 4 weeks for you, Ange. How important was the win today for the Tottenham Hotspur fans and also yourself?
Oh, look, mate, I've been saying for weeks that it's a journey, an uphill battle. So this doesn't surprise me, really. You know, we set out with a plan. We've been watching them play for weeks, and look, mate, I'm not here to beat around the bush, mate. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be honest. I'm always a straight shooter. I think we deserve that today, and I saw signs against Chelsea and other teams. Even though I said we were horrible, I thought that we had put things into perspective. You know, look, mate, look, mate, look. When you got this many injuries, you know, Romero, Werner's playing like shit. When you've got to believe. I can't instill that belief into the players. They've got to want to come in every morning and want it more than I do. And they did that today. Credit to the boys. They showed up against Liverpool today.
And just the final one for me, Ange. Obviously, a lot of fans have been coming at you. They've been coming at the team for the team spirit, not being able to close out results. I mean, what do you have to say to those people?
Oh, look, mate, I'm my own man. I'll stand on 10 toes and I'll talk to the fans if they want to talk. You know, I'm never going to shy down from a challenge. That's just not how I am, mate. It's just not.
It's unbelievable. That fucking brilliant.
not how I am. No, bro.
That's just not how I am.
That's amazing, mate.
Gotta be so good.
Thanks, cuz.
On 10 toes, that's
Yeah.
Mate, I'll stand on 10 toes. I'm going to use that.
You know we're never getting an Ange interview, like ever. Ever.
I reckon we could.
Some Greek guy is going to cut up all the times we've spoken about, or all the times I've spoken about him and say, yeah, this guy doesn't even like you. Okay, I'm doing this one, Rash, and you're just going to have to deal with it. I'm sorry. It's a bit MA.
Okay.
Okay? If you've slept... Sorry, let me start again. That sounded weird. If you have slept with the coach's daughter and she's now a stage 5 clinger, do you quit the team but have to tell the coach why? The boys know, but the coach doesn't. Or stay and roll the dice.
Bro, you're a dog if you stay. That's straight dog, bro.
So, Jake, okay, straight dog behaviour. Rash, what do you reckon?
No comment.
Bro, you cannot your coach's daughter.
You're getting paid to have a comment. Can you have a comment?
No comment.
Okay, Gav.
You're done, bro. You're done. You're
can't.
done. You're done.
Coach can't
Well...
the club can't be paying
Zaha
your
was out of
wage,
Man
and
U
then you're doing that.
for a fake rumour about him and Moises. You're done.
Yeah.
But I wonder if his tone would change if she wasn't a stage 5
Unless, bro, you're like in love. Like you're going to marry her or something, then
I don't
just,
know if you'd call a stage. I've got no comment.
But yeah, if you
neither.
stage 5 I mean,
You wouldn't want to marry a stage 5 clinger, right?
No, I was going to say you wouldn't call her a stage 5 clinger if you wanted
This is
to marry
wife
her.
material, yeah.
bro, that gaffer's going to launch heads,
Look,
bro.
I've heard worse, and maybe the gaffer thinks you're like, maybe your teacher's pet, maybe he loves you, maybe he thought, you know what? I'd rather you be with my...
Sorry.
You know what, mate? I was going to make you captain, but that just validates it.
Yeah, that just, you know what? You really want to become a part of this
just
family?
led by charge. You went after the coach's daughter, mate.
Yeah.
Like,
Boys, I have now. again, this is the anonymous guy that keeps giving me, feeding me these
Oh,
facts.
for
but
fuck's sake, this guy better be legit.
a fact that AIS was the football program was closed down because they could not contain the behaviours of the younger players.
Didn't you know
That actually was it.
Yeah, I know
I know
that.
this kind of, why don't we bring it back? They actually could not contain the soccer players' behaviour to the extent where they said, okay, you can't stay on campus, you have to board at other families' places.
Digs.
Then it went worse. They started boarding at people's places. There was players sleeping with the family's daughter. There's kids doing slingshots with tuna cans at other coaches' heads and stuff, and just absolute chaos. So they closed it down for the soccer players.
Yeah.
Does that not just say to you how fucked footballers are?
Well, there's a reason we haven't had a golden generation.
Well, bro, the only thing is you put 20, 25, 14 to 16
But
year olds.
there's other sports there, bro.
But they don't have as many, bro. And they're all older. Like some of them are going to the Olympics. They're all mid-20s. We were the youngest sport.
Is there no other teenagers
There are, but they're like basketball's 17, 18. Like they're 1 year off going to college. Like that's their next thing if they get to college out of AIS. Yeah, some vary, bro.
What about...
We're by far the youngest, except for the gymnasts, but they don't live on campus.
But can I ask you this? From your experience of being in those environments and being in football dressing rooms and knowing footballers, do you think it has anything to do with the fact that footballers are a little bit more extreme than other sporting players or not? At that age. And that's not a loaded question.
I think it's the same across quite a few codes. I mean, soccer's a much more...
Take out rugby and AFL.
Well, because that's who I'm going against.
Those private school rugby boys.
Take out
They're
those.
absolute menaces to society.
But the other sports that were there at AIS.
Yeah, we were the loudest. But I'll be honest, like it felt like when we went in, the people before us had laid such a bad pathway of that there was this preemptive judgment on us already. So it's like, well, if everyone's gonna fucking judge us and think we're this, fuck them.
Right.
That's how it felt. Like everyone was like making out like we were bad people before they'd even met us.
Footballers are
That was because the guys before us had
right.
Footballers are a bit...
thrown TVs off fucking roofs.
Hey,
and shit.
I'm no square. I'm not throwing shade on anyone here.
I'm no square.
I'm not.
I love a
passing
ground
any
and pound.
judgment, but I just thought it was funny that was
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
the reason why they closed
I thought it might have
down.
been the funding stuff.
I thought
too.
it was funding.
I knew it was that was definitely taken into consideration, but I thought funding too.
Maybe they were just paying for like a bunch of court cases and then... Anyway...
slingshotting a tuna can. Is that not the greatest thing you've ever
Fucking
heard?
just play FIFA and train. Shut the fuck up.
Someone was like being staying with a host family, and then they've slept with the host family's kid.
Yeah.
And then they've just continued to live at the house.
Yeah.
And they're fucking 15 years old.
Morning. Boys. Morning, boys. Yeah. Yeah, we're never getting anywhere.
What the fuck?
There's no hope.
That's the reason that our football in this country has been derailed.
Yeah, you young footballers, man, just play for fun.
Bro, there
'cause at this
was
rate-
one guy at my AIS that he never ever brought a girl around to. Never did. You weren't allowed to. Everyone did, obviously, because like everyone, you've had to see people. So the girls would come back to the AIS residence. One guy brought a girl back once, got caught once, got kicked out the next day.
That's some shit that would happen to me.
Never did it, bro. 2 years. Did it once. Got caught, sent home.
Because that's what I was going to say. Why were they not just stricter with the rules? How could it possibly... How can they... Because footballers board in clubs all around the world. Yeah. Why can't they contain their behaviour? Why can't they just say, okay, you stuff up.
We weren't that bad,
You're
bro.
going home.
Should have been in prison.
A lot of one of the reasons the older age group could actually start going out. Like before me, they could go to clubs. Like 17, 18 in Canberra, you're legal. 17, you can drive there.
It's not a good idea.
So we weren't doing that because we'd have curfew at 10:30.
Loving the pod, guys. If you could invest in a few things that would have improved a young player's game, which one or two would you focus on? Recovery, gym, personal trainer, sprint training, coach, private training, Pino Clean, etc. I would say play 2-touch against the wall. That's what Rash says anyway. That's the best thing to do.
One touch.
One touch. I think this is all
Yeah,
too much.
I honestly, one thing that I think where the game's gone now is you have to be at the top level to be an athlete first is going to help you advance. Like you need to be a ball player, but having the athleticism, like being able to run, is such a valuable tool set.
But do you not think the game just gives you that by playing and training?
It does,
naturally?
but I mean, like my running compared to yours, I would have had to work hard to be able to run what was your natural. So for some people,
Yeah, but you're
trying to say I'm
but
Kenyan?
you're faster over a shorter period.
yeah, but like
shorter distance.
I just think maybe
and
in
cons.
the A League, but then you go to the Premier League, and fucking everyone's like a monster. So
Yeah, I think again, I'm the wrong guy, and no wonder why people want me off the pod. But I just personally think
wait. I thought you were lying. That's the next question.
no, like, but there's more. But I just personally think that, especially in Australia, it's just complicated. Like it's just complicated.
Keep it simple.
Just keep it simple, man. Like just play games. Get a feel for the ball in the games. Like there's nothing like game time. Nothing.
I would say that for me, my answer: touching the ball, regardless of what it's.
Sorry,
training.
I'm
solo,
saying
in-games,
what I've
whatever.
just said. Run. Sorry to interrupt. I'm saying what I've run when I've played Spain and been beaten 5-1 and Japan 6-0. So believe, and I was technically good. Believe me, just touch the ball if you're from this country. But even though if you can do that, the next level, you've got to be able to run like no tomorrow. But
I see on the cake.
Can I just say also? I think a caveat. The second one is injury prevention. If you're getting injured, you can't even show that you're technically a good player. So I would say those two things.
Kid says the old microwave kicker over here. Eh?
I play in State 4. I feel like I'm one of the better players. How much money should I be asking for? I don't know, $3,000.
Gav. I don't
You
think
should not be. No player should be.
Yeah,
getting
you can't.
paid.
No player should be getting paid, according to Daddy.
Stop calling him that.
You are.
I'd say State 4, you could probably go get, depends where you go. So you could probably, if you're really, really, really good, you can probably get 200-300. Me and my dad have been going around Australia trying to find the best kebab. Currently, I think the best HSP I've had was from Canberra.
Is this from Gav?
I've tried a load in Victoria. None have been quite up to standard. Any suggestions?
Kebabs in Melbourne.
HSP kebabs, I would say
Bro.
my favourite
I
would
grew up in Oakley, man, so it was also like
also Vlakis.
So
Am I understanding this question correctly? They are touring Australia,
For the best kebab in
looking
the world.
for the best kebab.
can we find out a bit more about this what the fuck's going on here?
I need
You're
to-
not in
I
a
need
van, as I'm thinking, going, we're just driving through Gundagai. We've got about 2 hours to get to the next kebab. Like, that is not going on, is
How
it?
many kebabs can you eat in a day?
Well, look, we're in a chook. Well, there's a guy on TikTok that has been eating. He tries a different kebab. He's from Sydney. He tries a different kebab every day for like 100 days straight. So yeah, that's right. 2,000 stores. You're gonna die.
Oh my god!
Well,
That's the
go easy on the
funniest
sauce.
That's the funniest answer ever is Nors over there, who has just said they all taste the same.
Well, they pretty much do. They really do, unless they're like a different like cuisine. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's New South Wales, bro. They're the kebab kings.
How to get good and go pro as a female? I think that's pretty broad.
It'd be the same as a male, I
think
would
it's
say.
same as a male.
Injury prevention, even more maybe.
Injury
maybe
preven-
slightly more.
I think honestly, as a girl, just
pretty
work
much
ball work. It's number one. Watch the Matildas, get inspired. Watch their Premier League games, and just do as much ball work as you can.
Yeah, that's yeah. Do you think Do you think football in Australia should offer ways to pay off coaching courses? I'm a keen coach, but with the cost of living and family, I just can't afford it. Should be a way where we can pay it off in time, like online coaching and want to learn, but the cost is killer.
It's the same predicament in the UK for whoever this is, that to coach in Spain or to other parts of Europe, it is essentially very cheap to get started. Whereas in England, it's like forking out another loan. So they feel they don't produce their best quality coaches because of how hard it is for coaches to get certified, which is a similar problem in Australia by the sound of it.
Well, an English coach has never won the Prem.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that plays into
I
it.
mean, it
Maybe
absolutely
not.
does.
Maybe not.
Absolutely does.
Look, I would say the best way to do it would be to volunteer as much as you can, maybe. If you don't want to pay, it may be getting good experience. And then when you feel like you're ready to pay, you feel like it's not going to go to waste. Like, okay, I've got a bit of experience. I actually want to do this rather than just like a hobby.
Yeah.
This is the best question we got all day. Is it bad I kick a football over a 10-foot net and lost the ball to snakes? That's got to come from a kid, and I love this question.
Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't go looking for it.
Don't go looking for it, man. All you got to do is hit up txfootball.com and get yourself one of these climate balls.
No snake will get this one, boy.
The fangs on a snake cannot pierce that climate ball. That's a fact.
That is actually a fact. So
Anything that the ball's been known to bite snakes.
Well, I actually heard a story about this ball that a snake did try to get its fangs in there, and then the snake died straight away.
Instant death.
Yeah, instant
How dare
death.
it take on the
I
climate?
think that's the plastic bottles in it. That's the plastic bottle poisoning.
This
they call
is
it. PBP.
PPC.
PBC.
Yeah,
PVPs.
yeah, PPP. So again, guys, TX Football, best balls on the market. This is made out of 11 plastic bottles, 100%. There's no nasties in it. And no child labour involved in the process of this ball or anything at TX Football. So if you are looking for a high-quality ball, you want to support a local Melbourne-run business, check out TX Football. I love this ball, but the other one is even better. I don't know where it is at the moment.
I've actually got it in
what
my...
it's called.
I've
Yeah,
got it
still
in my...
don't know.
Voyager.
I've got it in my
Voyager.
car. It's the Voyager.
The Voyager.
Bravo.
Well done.
The Voyager's actually been known to attack lions
Yeah.
as well.
Yes. The Voyager has been lost in many jungles.
Yeah, there's a few Voyagers in zoos because,
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see this right here, but this is our
TX Football
our
suited
little
and booted, man.
Top.
Seriously, and then all of these, well, not all. I don't know why I said all, but some of the funds go to RMF, a really good charity. But yeah, man, they're actually amazing footballs, and I haven't had the chance to actually go for a kick yet with one, but I think I will either tomorrow or the day after when it's not 45 degrees. But check out TX Football. They got a really inspiring story. Their balls are made alongside some of the best and most well-known brands in the world.
70% of football is made in Pakistan.
70% of footballs are made in Pakistan. Only
Wild.
Nike isn't.
Yeah.
Only Nike isn't. But
Missing out.
Adidas, Derby, Select, all those good balls.
Some big brands are undercover, made in the factory of this.
Yeah,
same
they are.
factory.
Yeah,
same
they
factory,
are.
Yeah,
but
correct.
A big brand.
And Pakistan have a really sort of strong and long history of creating footballs. Apparently, it goes back to the first World Cup.
Wow.
So that guy was right. My vocabulary is falling off strong and long.
Who won the first World Cup?
Uruguay.
Well done.
Yeah.
Give us a better word than strong.
They have a what's it? Nah, it's like when someone is like renowned. They have been renowned, world renowned, for making good footballs. And also, if you need club apparel, TX have got you sorted. They're already working in some of the biggest and best clubs in the state league systems here. If you need any apparel for your club, they have you sorted from everything. Grip socks, hoodies, parka coats, obviously the kit, the long sleeves, the quarter zips, trackies, whatever you want, they have. Check out TX Football. Thank you, TX Football. Once in my State League 3 seniors game, the opposing goalkeeper was time wasting while up 2-1. In the 90th minute, the keeper claimed to get hit in the head while catching a cross. When the ref did the drop ball on our 6-yard line, our player ran from outside the 18-yard box and scored 2-2. Dog act or fair play?
What? How does it a drop ball?
I don't know.
If the keeper went up, got the ball, pretended he got hit in the head, then it's drop ball.
Oh, like
for
so
what?
the ball was dead?
I guess so. So then
I
what?
don't-
Sorry,
So
what
he
happened?
didn't
It's
give
like
a
a fever
penalty- he
dream.
didn't
This
give a- he didn't
question,
give a
man.
pe-
I can't fucking.
I don't
understand
get
it.
it.
He can't give a penalty for the keeper like faking it? Is that what it is?
In the 90th minute, the keeper claimed to get hit in the head while catching a cross. When the ref did a drop ball on the 6-yard line, our player ran from outside the 18-yard box and scored 2-2. Dog act or fair play?
Well, I don't get why.
Manage the game, bro.
Manage the game. Another one. Do an ep without Jerome. Cool.
There's another one.
People hate me, dude.
What's going on?
You know what?
bro?
I'm here though. I'm here. I'll
Why
just.
you keep reading them out is the funniest thing.
I don't have to read them out. Like I skip
Sure,
questions.
that's not the same one. You just purposely read it.
Nah, because one said do an episode without Jerome, and then one said do an ep without Jerome.
Someone said that the show's got worse since I've come on. Who cares?
I saw that comment.
Yeah.
How's that even work?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
You know what? Do what you want.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you arguing with the people online lately. Can you
don't-
start that up again?
Dude, CBF.
Yes. You're
Come
starting
on,
to sound
man.
more like Ange.
Look, mate, I'm not here for social media games. I'm here to do a job
We trophies.
and stand 10 toes.
Usually I'll win in my second season, mate. So.
Yeah, and look, mate. Look, mate, I'm Greek, okay?
I don't really. I couldn't fucking care less. A Mexican is saying that I don't know football because I think Santiago Munez has bad techers. I don't. Viva la raza. Whatever.
Can we
man.
do one more impersonation?
No.
Please, bro.
This might be a random, but in the Spurs versus Fulham game from a couple of weeks ago, at 8 minutes and 40 seconds, the commentator says, "Waxing lyrical."
Wow.
They've been listening to you, man.
A-League tickets are too expensive. Would love to go more often, but I simply can't afford it. Surely this is a key factor in keeping people away. Also, Amy Park food is the best in the league. Oh,
It's not.
He's gone
No,
from
it's
he's
not.
gone from hate to love.
Amy Park's the worst food in the league. No,
I did now.
unless there's more options than what I'm seeing. But from the actual like tuck shop canteen, hot food area zones, it's by far the worst.
Bro, does Newcastle have Maccas or am I tripping?
In the ground,
Yeah. Or am I tripping?
Gavla.
No idea.
Fucking, I don't know, bro.
I'm still stuck on the impersonation thing. Can we do one more? Please, bro.
No, Rash,
Come on, bro.
We can't. I'm starving.
Please, bro.
Oh, Jenna?
Pep Guardiola.
I
Come
can't
on,
do
you
Pep.
Can you do Jurgen?
Oh my God, stop putting me on the spot. I don't even get paid.
You can do them, bro.
Later. Rash, what do you reckon about the tickets? They're too expensive? $30?
Yeah, they are expensive. I've actually just rejected. I was going to do our Christmas party there. We couldn't afford it. So
That's actually a fact.
But like,
He's not capping.
Let's just give some reason here why.
Yep.
To play at Amy Park costs a lot of money.
Rent.
Yeah, to rent, right? So clubs, I'm sure, would want to have lower ticket prices, but they cannot afford to not have them where they are at the moment, even when the attendance is because of the shallow nature of financials in certain football clubs.
Police?
So don't try and take it to the point of where it's like people are not trying to be. So it is the only option.
Police, they got to pay for police, security.
Pay for
They
everything.
got to pay for everything.
Yeah, it is annoying. I get it, but like,
But
fuck,
this,
man, even going to an NPL game now, bro, costs you fucking 10 times what it did 10 years ago.
let's get something straight, right? UMPL clubs. I'm not paying $20.
Yeah, like do you
I'm
know
not
what?
paying $20.
I'll drop $20 at the fucking canteen, bro.
Yeah, I'm not paying $20 to watch MPL.
it's
I know I sound
not
like a
that
tight
high.
ass. It's some clubs, Gav. It's $20.
But $20 isn't that high.
Well, compared to maybe what it was.
That's like less than a movie ticket.
Yeah, but movies, I'm getting entertainment.
So you're just saying you don't want to go to NPL games?
I love going
Not-
to NPL games, but it's like if I can go to A-League games for $20, why is the NPL the same?
Yeah, the people are right, man. It's just what we've learnt lately with like what clubs have to fund and what they pay for, given the consequences of
Yeah.
certain things that have happened in the past. It's tough, man.
And everyone's in a financial crisis. Remember that as well.
Yeah.
Everything's too expensive for everyone.
Dude, I spent $35 at Hungry Jack's on myself.
That is a decision you've made.
No,
that?
it wasn't a
Hold
decision.
on, bro.
I'm ready to go.
You
spend
won't pay
35
$20 to go
I'm
to
100%
an
$35
NPL
in
game,
Aljana right now, bro.
and you pay $35 at Hungry
you speak
Jack.
about-
Okay, let me tell you something. Right. I get to the drive-through. I say, I want to try the new Angus range. Right? I want to try the new Angus range.
I'll help you, bro.
I just ordered it. A large meal and some chicken tenders. The fucking large meal was $25.
Yeah, but did you get the premium? They got their new dangling carrot burger that they've.
I
brought
know,
out?
but dude, $25
How
for a
much is
fast
that?
food meal is insane. One meal. And I did it. No, because she goes, that's $34, thanks. And what am I going to say? Actually, nah, I'm broke. Give me a fucking barbecue cheeseburger.
You should have fainted.
Oh, fuck. Nah, I should do what my mum does and go,
It's too hard.
she'd go, fuck, it's not cheap these days, isn't it? That's what my mum does. Yeah, manage the mayor.
What's that?
Yeah, manage the drive-through. Shit myself. All right.
Oh, sorry, I've just shit myself.
You give it
I need to drive off.
Oh, sorry, I can't pay. I'm sitting in a puddle of my own shit.
Remember when his brother shat on his dad's head?
Yeah, I haven't told him that. Oh, no, I told him that one. I told him that.
Driver is the funniest part.
Slow
about it.
too.
Like I can't do this right now. I can't even put my hand in there and grab the bag I paid for. Sorry.
Give it to charity. To all of the panel, if you have a young lad about to begin his footballing journey at, say, 5 or 6, where would you start? Academies, MPL clubs?
Wherever you just have fun, bro. I'd go just play for a club, have fun to start.
I think depends on the kid, man. Like, ask them what they want to do. Do they want to play games? If they want to play games, put them in a club. If they want to just train, learn, put them in academy. If they want to just play in the backyard with you and with their mates, do that.
Well, when does
What
it
does
get
the kid wanna
serious?
do?
12?
Mate,
I mean-
now it gets serious at some clubs at 7 and 8 years old.
That's
But it
fucked.
depends on the club.
The only
depends
times
on
you get serious at a younger age is if the parent is making it serious. Do you know what I mean?
It
I
is
think
the
the game gets more serious when like state teams get involved. That's when the kid gets more care.
No, I would agree with that to some extent because obviously the parents are important. But I know personally parents that are not that serious and they're kind
When
of
their
like
kid's
great
intense?
parents. They put them into a team that is very very serious, and then
Okay.
It changes everything.
Yeah, some
change
coaches are too
everything for the
intense.
kids,
Yeah.
depends.
Question to all. What are some tips to overcome public speaking anxiety? Can talk fine or one-on-one and within small groups, but when it's time to address a large crowd, my body starts to crumble and shit myself, figuratively. So maybe also literally. Oh, shit. Been happening forever. Any tips? Man,
Practice.
I would say that the only thing that can help with this is throwing yourself in the deep end. There's no other.
Yeah.
There's no other way. Because
In front of your friends, that's your hardest, the peers.
yeah, but he said he's fine in small groups or one-on-one, but when it comes to addressing a large crowd. So I just want to know what job you're doing where you're addressing a large crowd. No, I'm not trying to be a smart ass. Like, I don't know if you are you a comedian? Are you I don't know. Like, I don't know. Are you a school teacher where you got to talk to large crowds of kids
I
or
love
whatever?
that these questions come to us. Why are we getting up? Are we like public speaking experts?
You're a public speaking expert.
Well, repetition.
You're a public speaking
As
expert.
far as I know, any fear. This is again from what that guy told me.
So don't
The
listen to this.
cardinal
Fuck.
technique. That
Stop referencing.
No,
him if you're not
seriously.
going to name drop him.
No, seriously. The
Alex
cardinal
Hormozy.
technique that sort of underpins everything of getting past the fear is gradual exposure.
Yeah.
Well done, Rush.
But also,
feel
don't
like
be hard on yourself. This is no joke. When I did a public speaking course in like primary school, they made us do it, and I never forget that the lady told us that it's the second biggest fear in the world after death.
Is it?
It's public speaking. So you cannot be alone in that one.
Oh, mate, it's hard, huh?
It is hard.
It's hard,
It is hard. But I think I've done a little bit of it, and I would say that it's not one of my biggest fears. But I feel like once you get going, and also have notes. Don't try to wing it. Because when you try to wing it, I feel like that's when you stumble and that's when you forget things. Have notes. It's okay to look down and take your time. Don't have to rush it. Like, even when I was doing the junior street football thing, I'm like, Rush, I need a little bit of notes here just so I know chronologically where I'm starting and where I'm ending. And that way it helps. It's like a to-do list. I feel like the only way I get shit done is if I have a to-do list. That's the only way I get shit done. Like, I got to handwrite it. Handwrite it and fucking cross it off like that.
That's you, right? That's you learning what works for you through doing it a few times
Yeah.
and finding out when it's easier, when you do it better, whatever.
Yeah.
So again, exposure and learning, okay, when I plan in this way, I do it better. When I don't plan like this, I do it better.
Someone said, Rashid, I believe you could take the pod to another level if you do some research and improve your vocab. A bit more professionalism will go a long way.
What? You made that up.
No, I didn't.
Bullshit.
Have you actually not? What is that, bro? You literally do research.
Show me it. Show me it.
Are you stressed?
No. What does it actually say that?
I can't show you because then it ruins a joke.
Oh damn.
Someone said Drogba act like this is real.
Oh fuck. good, Jerome.
Jerome, Jake, and Gavin are pulling their weight, but you?
Oh,
Just kidding, mate. Haha.
love that. That's whoever's done that. That's a true listener of the show.
I'm not for sacking managers to fix things, but honestly, how does Drillich still have a job? I reckon Jerome would be doing better right now.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think it comes back to what Fahid said, which people didn't seem to listen to Fahid. They just fucking hated him.
They just go, he's talking at him.
But
Mate,
like, I mean, a fundamental thing he said, again, which was similar to the Mata thing, he said some like fundamental things that make so much sense that people didn't get. But clubs cannot afford to sack some coaches. Otherwise,
Good point, Jake.
clearly a couple would be gone.
Yeah.
But they can't, like, it's a big decision. They've got to pay them out.
Pay them out. Who steps in? Are they going to be better?
They're getting liquidated at the moment to Perth Glory, so it's like, man, they've got to keep. They just got to hope
They could afford
results come
Jerome.
around.
They
could definitely afford Jerome.
Maybe. They might not have a cent.
Jerome, they would come up and say, Jerome, mate, we'll give you $100K to coach. I'll do it for free, guys.
Imagine if I became Perth Glory's head coach. No, just let that sink in. I'm Perth Glory's
Can you
head coach.
crop your head
honest
onto
to God,
Drillich's
honest to
head,
God, bro,
body?
and I know this may sound fuck and like disrespectful. But I think just from you going in that club and creating a fun atmosphere, they'd get a result.
They would. We'd get a draw.
Like there'd be a bit of camaraderie. Like that team needs to go out.
They'd get a
That team needs to go out and drink 45 beers together.
Dude.
And like absolutely go until the cows come home and then get there on a Monday or Tuesday and feel so sore.
And see
then
Jerome's face.
All of a sudden that guy in that corner didn't speak to that guy and that guy didn't realise how much of a sick cunt this guy was and these guys didn't become best friends. And then the avalanche will change.
This got nothing to do with Zdrilic or whatever. I just think, again, the squad he's been given, it's tough. The club's in a tough position. But for joking's sake, I genuinely think on December 21st, when they play Raw, they should let me coach. Because I genuinely think I can get a result against Raw.
I honestly think you would as well.
And
I reckon you're going to cop so much hate for that comment as well.
Why?
The arrogance on this guy.
Oh, yeah. Someone's going to come in and...
five-a-side
Yeah.
to go and coach against. You would struggle to know what to do when Sadkovic is trying to cut the game off at half time by saying drop. You would be like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
No, I'm a piece of
Can you
shit.
just picture in your mind Jerome losing 5-0 or something and then the crowd throwing bottles at his head while he's...
Can I interview
Ange.
you? Can I interview you now from an A-League perspective, just asking like, Jerome, how in the world have you got a 1-game contract for Perth Glory to go? And you just respond as if you would?
Go for it.
All right.
No, that's just genuinely how I would respond.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not putting on a character.
But can you put Pep voice?
No, this is me.
All right.
Pep ain't taking over.
Jerome, this is Vince Regari here from...
No, it's Jake Barker-Dace from Paramount. Fucking put some respect on your name.
No, Vince Regari, bro.
Okay.
He would be at this.
Okay.
Shout out Vinny Regari.
Yeah, okay.
It's Vince Regari here.
Okay, g'day, Vinny.
Obviously, this is one of the more stranger press conferences we've done, but
It's pretty
can you
weird.
just give us some insight on how you've gained a 1-game contract to coach the Perth Glory Football Club this weekend against Brisbane Roar?
Well, I'm going to be real, bro. Someone on Amateur Agents said they think I could do a better job, so the club said fuck it. And they've actually asked me, and I said, bro, why not? Like, honestly, great content for the pod. I've been flown out to Perth. I've never been here. It's fucking hot. Some of the beaches are nice. And we got a result against Brisbane. So, I mean, if they want to extend it by another game, then just go on and do it. If not, fucking fair fucks.
Well, this is obviously before the game, so you haven't played them yet.
Oh.
A couple more things that I want to go through. I want to go through the tactics and also the finances of the period that
Yeah,
you're
cool,
here.
cool.
Can you give us the terms of your deal?
In terms of my deal, it's a volunteer. But in saying that, you know, there's no better experience than experience. So, you know, it's putting yourself out there, it's getting amongst it, and Perth have been nothing but great to me. The fans have been awesome. I do get abused, and I got bottled the other week at a pub, but they've been brilliant. In terms of finances, I've actually got no money to spend on players.
Yep.
So, again, promoting youth is at the forefront of my philosophy, and I'm going 4-4-2, and we're playing long balls.
Right. So
Yeah.
you're going to be playing that. And what's
Yeah.
your plan for usually around the 55th minute when Brisbane seem to have a few hamstring pulls, a few quads start to get cramped, a few things seem to go astray, and they try and slow the game down. What's going to be the strategy for
Now
Perth Glory?
now listen here, Jake or Vince. Sorry. Now listen here, Vince. You tell me. If a team takes time wasting to an extreme, isn't it the other team, the opposition, get an automatic 3-0 win? Isn't that the rule?
I don't know.
Okay, so I think it is.
Right.
Right. So if I can push Ruben Zadkovic, which I am known to do to people, to push them to the limit and to the edge, I'll get personal, whatever. I don't care. He will get the game DQ'd. I will take the win.
Imagine that one game with disqualification, 3 points.
I want Perth Glory's admin team to make like a graphic of me saying the special one and whatever else they want to do. But yeah,
Whatever else they want to do.
shout out Perth. Auckland have only played 2 games outside of Australia. Do you think they'll start to struggle when more away days pop up for them? Nah.
No, I think they're a good team from what I've seen.
Wait, say that again. I missed it. I was too busy.
Auckland have only played 2 games outside of... Sorry, he means New Zealand. Auckland have only played 2 games outside of New Zealand. Do you think they'll struggle when more away days pop up? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it'll challenge them.
Struggle though, or challenge?
It's something new.
Yeah,
It's new.
Yeah,
I still
to be
think-
fair, we've got no experience of flying 4 hours. It's such a weird distance of like
That's just to
every
Melbourne.
week or every second week or like
by the look of it, they got a bit lucky against City. So yeah, like it's based off results that have been happening against City, probably, and you're undefeated.
What's Perth to Auckland?
I think it's 8 or something.
That's gross.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Time difference. That's just fucking gross.
Yeah.
What else we got here? I don't know if it's me, but when I say this, I don't know if it's just me when I say this, but the standard of goalkeeping I've seen in the A-League has dropped immensely from what it was a couple years ago. I feel like I see a howler every week. There are keepers in the NPL that are better. Ooh. I probably would agree.
Yeah, I think the thing with with goalkeeping and going to the height, it's fucking easier watching it. You can do it 100 times with your mates in the car park.
Yeah, 100%.
When you're on camera and you're in a stadium and you're young, you know, it may feel a bit different. People make mistakes that they wouldn't otherwise make.
Because Paulson he's a great keeper, but he had an absolute howler on the weekend.
And mate,
Do you see that?
Yeah, it did. And I think it's always such an easy thing to say there's better keepers in the NPL. Like otherwise they'd be in the A-League if they were better.
Yeah.
So they're not. Majority there's probably maybe some slip through the cracks, yes, of course, but they're
Don't say that. You'll get in trouble.
No, but obviously they're good keepers to play in the A-League.
Fahid absolutely, just on that, Fahid absolutely copped it on a Facebook page that put up our stuff. I mean, I'd say give us...
What can we like find out? What did he say that people were challenging the most?
People, the main thing that people were annoyed about was he said, if you're 13, 14, 15, 16 and you haven't been picked up by an A-League academy, you're not going to make it. And if you do, it's a 1 in... 1,000 kids or whatever it may be. I don't know, whatever it is.
So his way, like coming from Fahid says things direct and straight, to break that down a little bit further, because I think we understood it. Like, it's not at one team that they can potentially go to. If you're in Victoria, New South Wales, there's 3 academies.
Yeah.
So there's probably 30 to 50 spots that you can be selected in.
Correct.
At a certain age group. Even if you miss 13 or 14, you still get picked up at 15. If you're not in the best 50 players in your state at that age, you are probably going to be one of those players that you're going to be a 5% chance of getting in. Doesn't mean you're not. It does happen.
Do you know what I think is a moot point that they're making? Is that people in the comments are saying, oh, well, South Melbourne beat Victory 3 times this year. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
What does that have to do with?
Like, no, they're saying that. Hold on, the A-League teams aren't even the best teams in their league sometimes, but that's not the point. The point is, if you move through the ranks of an academy, you will have a chance to play in the highest professional league in Australia, rather than playing South Melbourne seniors.
Yeah.
But I don't think any serious... I don't want to speak for Fahid here, but I don't think any serious person that understands football believes what he said in that situation.
What Fahid said?
Yeah, like obviously there's literally thousands of players across the whole world that have proved that point wrong.
Yeah, 100%.
That haven't got selected at a young age, that have gone through the back door.
100%.
Like in every
But
country
he's saying
in the world.
majority are going to come from.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Of course, though. Of course.
Yeah, but that's why I think he acknowledged that there was still
He did, yeah.
to an extent.
He did say that it can happen, and like people in the comments were saying, "Oh, Alu Kuol and Garang Kuol say hi," and they were naming all these players that have done it. Yeah, of course, it's going to happen, but I do think Fahid's point was majority is that you have a better chance of going pro if you're in it, and it's not just about.
That's got to be a true statement too.
It's not just about.
Doesn't mean it's the only way, but you've got to have a better chance if you're in the fucking football club already.
Well, I think there was a stat that came out from the England national team. What was it about? I think it was like 90% of the team had been in an academy from under 8s or something like that.
They would have been. They would have been.
Something like that.
Well, I mean, that's why they have them, right?
I think everyone knows that. But I think everyone also knows. I think it's a.
I think people
moot
just are
point,
on
like
for
you
it,
like to
yeah.
say, because
I think people are unfeared.
yeah, because
Yeah, they are.
I mean, I know personally kids that are not currently selected in those academies that I believe have the potential to play
But
professionally.
see, I don't disagree with you, man. There's so many players I could reel off. First off, just to go in the A-League, when I started, there was only 20 for players under the age of 21 or 22. There was 20 contracts available in the league. So if you had one at that time, just before you came in, there was 20 contracts, like 3 or 4 per team. So it was so hard to get one when you're a kid. Now there's more players. Obviously, there are better players that are outside the A-League that could be in the A-League too. But there's not enough places. There's not enough contracts, man. There's not enough teams.
But it's also as well.
You got 5 imports. You got to have your balance of your young Socceroos and your Olyroos.
My main point is that Fahid also, I believe he touched on this, was it's getting in a professional environment as young as possible and developing habits which could help you become a pro, which you're not necessarily going to get. Look, don't get me wrong. You know, you train 3 times a week. You're going to have all your match gear and blah, 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 do all your whatever the fuck at NPL clubs. That's fine. But I think being around a professional club, you're going to adopt those habits.
But I would also argue that not necessarily the best coaches are at the academy teams.
Bro, do
Maybe
you know
not.
who we need to
I
get
don't
on
know.
to speak about this? Because the most amazing story, Rashid's honestly is probably up there a little bit because of who he got signed by and how quick his trials were and shit. But the most amazing story I've ever heard of anyone ever making it is Tom Rodgick. Bro, he was one of the best players that I ever saw. Didn't make the AIS squad. Should have been in it. Came to AIS a few times. It's like, this guy's baller. Played him under 12s. Then he went to the Nike Academy. 1% chance to get picked up by a team. His Celtic bottom team took it. Then he's like literally valued at £20 million playing for Celtic, playing for the Socceroos.
It happens,
And
dude.
it was a global Nike tournament that he was the one player that won in Australia. 1% chances everywhere.
Look at Edward Mendy, bro.
Yeah.
He went from not playing professional. I think he was playing amateur up until 24, and then in a few years he won a Champions League.
Wow,
Yeah.
bro.
Like,
Well, captain of our nation right now, Jackson Irvine,
Yeah.
he was like a bench player, and I have the receipts for this, by the way, a bench player at Richmond Reserves
yeah, with Bubs.
with a team who have, by the way, gone on to do nothing close to what Jackson Irvine has done.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he went to a state 2 team or something, played as seniors at 15, and then ended up at Celtic, and then
I think
Everything
people were
is-
pissed off because imagine being a parent of a kid who's busting their ass at an NPL club,
Yeah.
and then you have Fahid come on and say, "Oh, they're not going to make it." So they're probably going to be like, "Hold on, don't just shoot down
Yeah.
my kids' dreams like that." But I know how we know Fahid personally, so it's a bit different. But
No, I also just know like the fucking stats behind what he's saying. So it's
Yeah,
it's
the-
balanced in the favor of what Fahid's saying.
yeah,
Just it's
In the
really
favour,
hard. It's
yeah.
really awful to hear. Man, 12 years old, fucking Milanovic said one of you from each team will make it. We're in the state team. One from each team will make it. The others won't.
yeah, that's
Fucking-
insane.
Man, you want to be told the
Do you
truth
want
or
to
not?
hear he talking about stats, right? I did a little bit of a stat breakdown. I did this on my TikTok, and I don't think it got enough attention. It's actually 3 times harder to make it in the A-League as it is to make it in the AFL by numbers. By the about participation versus the amount of available contracts. 3 times harder. Do the math if you
Then
don't
it's
believe me.
smarter to play AFL because it's probably 5 times more likely to get paid higher too.
Well, I think what plays into that is AFL squads are much bigger and there's more teams. But even still, it's a pretty wild fact.
And less participation.
Well, their TV rights are $1 billion. Ours are like 50 million or something.
They figured it. The AFL they figured it out, dude. Yeah. It's like
They've been around for 100 years.
That's it. They were first.
Yeah, I just don't know how. Like, I can never see them falling off. It just won't happen.
No, they won't. Yeah.
Hey, can I tell you about something? Someone sent me a voice clip about this, and I want to shout out. Can't remember.
The guy.
The guy, different guy this time. This is so interesting, right? Let's say you took the top 200 AFL players, right? The best in the country.
Yeah.
You took all them, and all of a sudden they got abducted by aliens.
Yep. Jake's mates.
Yeah, right.
Just look at New Jersey at the moment, everyone.
And then you had the 201st to the 400th best player in the country, right?
Yeah.
Now they're playing AFL.
Yeah.
We would look at them in the same way that we currently look at these AFL players as like, wow, they're amazing because they're the best. There's nothing else to compare it to.
Well, there's
in the
nothing to
rest of the
compare it
world.
to. Yeah. But
That's why A-League looks so low because you watch Messi and you go, oh, he scored that. It was so easy. And it's like the hardest thing in the world to do. But because an A-League player can't do it, you go, oh, he's not that good.
Yeah, I get your point. I just wonder, though, if this has been an issue in other leagues in their sort of first 20.
So you just said the second best would be the best if the best wasn't there.
Yeah. That's just
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a no shit moment.
It's not a no shit moment because we look at AFL athletes as more talented than A-League athletes.
Gotcha, because now you're crossing.
Who does?
Yeah.
I mean, they
I don't even
they
compare
are
'em.
probably by the number. Yeah.
No. Sorry. Wait, not by physical. Sorry, what are you going to say?
Well, no, because their running is obviously going to be more.
I'm not talking about
What
running.
he's
I'm
saying
talking about
is
like talented.
the
They're more
AFL
talented.
is not in other countries, and there's only one league in the whole world, and you can't compare it. So to them, they're the best.
Oh, and there's
If-
still fundamental technical errors at that level.
yeah, but he's saying if the A League was the only football league in the world, you would think it's the best.
You would look at our best players and we've got wow, they're amazing.
You're comparing to of course, yeah. It's
Wow,
yeah.
wow, Rashid Mahazi, wow.
He's on fire. he's on fire, man.
Oh my god, he's like, yeah. I get Rash's
Gundy
point
over
there.
there, bro.
I think to wrap on that, I was going to make a point. Oh, do you reckon other leagues that were in their first 25, 30 years, do you reckon they went through the same thing of the A League? Like, oh, it's not as good as this, it's not as good as that.
Nah.
But
because if there was nothing else to compare it to, probably.
Actually,
Probably
you know
not.
what?
The MLS is going through a thing, despite having Messi and some of these big players. They're going through a thing where they don't feel the league is as strong as it was when like Henry and Beckham were there, because what they're stating is like they had like Landon Donovan and Clint Dempsey like playing relatively in their peak in the MLS. Now they don't have those players, so there's a big gap between what they used to be like. So I think it is kind of common conversation.
Dude, the MLS attendances, I'm so jealous. They're so good. At like every club. Atlanta's crazy. Like, I get it, they have like a large South American demographic there, but it's just like every game they like.
Does Atlanta have a large set? Atlanta's like, bro, Atlanta's in the middle of America.
Atlanta, bro.
Bro, Miami would have like, they don't speak Spanish.
All the LA teams,
Even California.
Yeah,
as well,
is that just
on
a
the border.
factor of population?
yeah, it is.
Percentage-wise, I don't think that many people rock out.
Mexicans, Americans, aliens.
But then again, wait, what do you mean by
Jersey,
aliens?
bro. Mate, the extraterrestrials.
Oh,
Up in the sky,
okay,
mate.
so
They're
not
coming down.
okay. But then I look at countries where, and again, it's because we've got competing sports. But like Croatia has 3 million people. Their games would.
What about this, right? The aliens just got to America. When they're looking at the sports on TV, what sport do you think the aliens the first time they watch the game, they're like, that's the best?
Football.
You reckon?
Baseball.
I reckon football.
Okay, no, I feel like he's thought about this.
Yeah.
Baseball?
Well, because a guy just signed a $800 million deal for 15
Oh,
years.
Juan Soto.
That's not. He's not thought that
to
through.
play. No,
Not a
Juan
tiny
Soto.
Juan Soto.
Just to think about how easy that game is, bro.
No, I'm not
I'm
talking
not
about.
saying-
I'm talking about entertaining. Like they're like, let's go next.
I reckon they.
Reckon?
I think it's like, oh, they're jumping high in the blue.
Yeah, well, Space Jam. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
but then again, it's
Yeah,
like,
I could
wait,
do
you
this,
can only
Space
jump.
Jam.
You can
Bro,
only.
maybe the Looney Tunes it's happening, bro.
But then again, they're like, wait, you can only jump that high.
I reckon UFC, bro.
Nah, that just laser beam them to death.
I'm not saying what they're going to be good at. I'm saying what they're going to want to watch and think, whoa, what
That's
the
a
hell
tough
is
question.
I
that?
get anxious when I watch UFC.
I reckon they'll have different flavors, man. Different
true.
flavors for different.
I reckon
different
football,
strokes for
man.
different folks.
I'm just being
Surely
biased.
they watch Messi and they go, ah.
It's
he's one
definitely
of-
world
he's one
slap
of- he's one of
competition.
us.
They're definitely looking at world slap championships, thinking this is the greatest shit ever.
Or parkour.
Like, look how dumb these cunts are.
Yeah.
Like, they have an Olympic sport of slapping. Well, it's not an Olympic sport, but anyway. Anyway, we're blabbing. 5 stars on Spotify, please. Like on YouTube, please.
Can we just let that breathe for a second?
What?
5-star.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to
Subscribe.
start putting that at the start. Also, Gav had to go to a dinner, by the way. If
Yeah.
anyone didn't realise.
Gav had to leave.
He had to bounce.
5 stars. Subscribe, like, and comment. Just don't say bad things about us. Because that's when I will find you and personally attack you on air.
Jerome's going to
Take us to
implode.
do you want to take us to the end of the show, Zanj?
Righto. Yeah. Oh, look, mate. I'm not here to be a people pleaser. I'm here to state facts that may or may not be true. I'm here to use Rashid's sources. His cock sources.
What?
You've never heard of cock sauces? Oh, cock sauces is basically just a bullshit sauce, like it's no.
Say, Zanj, please, when you talk.
Oh, sorry.
You've made that up, bro.
Cock sources is a thing, Rashid. You should have known. You should have listened when I coached you at Victory, but you didn't. You were too busy playing guitar. You thought you were Jack Johnson. Now, like, comment, subscribe, mate. Look, I'm not here to try to convince you. If you want to listen to the pod, do it. If not, I'm not your dad. Like, comment, subscribe, suited and booted. We're out.
Yeah, boy.
Yellow.